say there at the end?
Disgusting.
Ah.
Disgusting.
Hello. Echo.
Echo.
Don't you do that? Yell.
Don't you do that? Don't you?
You yell echo, and if you
Isn't that funny?
hope for an echo, don't you?
That was just a
Yeah, that's what made me think of it.
crossword clue, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hi, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
You don't go hello?
I don't.
Hello.
I say echo. That's why it was the answer to the crossword.
I thought that was a
Most
bad
people-
question of the crossword. Sorry.
I just about can't stand it.
Well, that's actually
How many letters a year do you write the puzzle people at the New York Times?
not enough.
I'm sorry, I should make it a month. 9, 10 times a month?
That's the same thing for connections and lately for Wordle. I'm sorry, we haven't even done the intro, and I apologize. I interrupted.
Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
I like that shirt, Christy.
Thank you.
It looks
On
like
my way to Charleston, South Carolina, felt like it.
oh yeah, look, it looks very summery. It has that look like you met a stranger, slept with him, woke up and put his shirt on, and walked into the bedroom and said, "Can I make you some eggs?"
Here's what I heard when she said, Charles, from the Ray Charles collection, is what I thought you said.
Is that what you thought I said?
That'd be like ugly clothes, right? You wouldn't care.
Well, you
though.
wouldn't know.
That's $1 million idea. The Ray Charles ugly shirts. Why not?
Well, you
Wonder
talk to
pants.
to Mr. Charles' estate.
Maybe
I'm
I
sure you
should.
could make arrangements. Actually, I've seen people who dress as if they're blind. By the way, yesterday,
Is that right?
I made a bold move.
Yeah.
I wore a sort of a purplish shirt,
It was a purple gray shirt. It was more gray than purple.
and I asked people. I said, "What do you think of this color on me?"
Purple?
And everybody hated it more or less.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was a great
well, yeah.
I'm with you, Christy.
Barely a
And I told
color.
him I liked it a
I
lot.
did too.
Yeah, and then we were doing an event. Kelly walked in with a couple of my girls, and later on that evening, we were walking the dogs, and she goes, "That shirt's really ugly."
Yep.
Oh, my
Told you.
gosh.
No, it wasn't.
Pat, you told me you should.
I don't like that color.
No,
I personally don't.
So I'm back to. I'll just be keeping wearing my dark blue and dark black.
Okay,
all
but
right.
give that shirt to somebody. It's a good
Oh,
one.
I will. It's a Billy Reed. It's a very nice shirt.
Oh, I don't know.
Never heard of Billy Reed.
I don't care for Billy Reeds. They run too small.
They do run small.
Like an X.
If you're getting,
double X is an X for me. I don't care.
yeah, that's true. But
don't
it's
know
very nice stuff.
I don't know what game they're playing at Billy Reed, but I don't like it.
A lot of places.
Yeah.
A Sid Mashburn, dead on size wise.
I love Sid.
This is
I like,
Sid.
I like the
Right here, you
shoes
got your
at
Sid.
Sid's. Yeah, Sid makes a nice product.
Let's see. Today's show is going to get good.
Coles.
yeah. Not right now, but boy, is it going to get good.
I like Coles too.
Yeah, Coles makes a nice product.
And today, coming up, by the way, the oddest Culver's story you're going to hear.
Really?
Yeah, it is really funny. If you're familiar with Culver's, it's a terrific, I think Wisconsin-based, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
Food chain.
The name says their product, the Butter Burger.
Oh, my God.
Come
So
on.
good. And their fish sandwich, if you've never had that.
I have not.
Oh.
Well, I can maybe get one today. We have Culver's in the news today in a real good way. Also, a great letter. And I forget why we brought this up. I think Chick brought up trying to explain to people the difference between a million and a billion.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it's one of those things where you hear about billionaires and you think, oh, it's just like a millionaire. No. Remembering a billion is 1,000 million. But got a nice letter here saying, here's an interesting way to tell people the difference. 1 million seconds is just under 12 days.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
Millions?
Think about that. 1 million seconds, 12 days. 1 billion seconds, almost 32 years.
Whoa.
I mean, that's astounding.
Right.
But I don't know what it is about the numbers. You don't really get that distinction.
No, because one comes right after the other in most things. You go,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, million, billion, trillion.
Yeah.
And
How
you're
does
used
Elon Musk balance his checkbook?
And you're used to
He's got a guy.
He has his kids do it.
tens,
And there's
hundreds,
15 of them.
thousands. Yeah. It's all relatable, but not,
Right.
a billion jumps off the chart. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Thanks for the letter. And if you want to reach us, of course, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. I have no source on that one, but we appreciate the enlightenment, if you will.
We need to mention the NBA playoffs continued last night, and the Pacers get a victory at home and even the series at 3 games apiece. Obi had 20, Andrew Nebhart 17. Tyrese Halliburton played just 23 minutes, but had his presence known. 14 points for the Pacers. And Game 7, 8 o'clock, give or take, 8:30 Sunday night from Oklahoma City. And we have a letter about the playoff game last night. I was watching the NBA Finals, Justin writes, and noticed something, Tom. They had a scoreboard.
Oh, God.
The influence of the WNBA on the NBA, Tom, is very clear and evident, as even the big leagues now, the NBA adopting scoreboards thanks to Caitlin Clark and the W.
Yeah, thank you. But no, I was just pointing out the difference between the games now and, say, 35 years ago when they first introduced the big screens at stadiums. Mm-hmm. And do you remember what those were like? It was almost like you were looking at a what's the word I'm looking for? Very, very primitive. They'd have the screen up on one side of the stadium, and it was like you couldn't really see the.
Yeah.
Now it's incredible the level of entertainment that they're able to provide because of the scoreboards and the great big screens. Instead of having four guys in a hot metal room with a radio flipping cards. Okay, they got the home run. Eddie, put the metal 7 up there.
Are any baseball fields that still have that?
I think they'd still do it at Wrigley, I think.
I think they do.
Last time I was at Wrigley, I think they did it. I was really drunk, but I think I remember I remember seeing people in the scoreboards, which it might have been me drunk.
Fenway might also.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's something to be said for that, but at the same time, it's just the level of entertainment provided by having a scoreboard with all of the stats and the huge replay video screens.
Do you remember when the Astrodome was the 8th wonder of the world?
Yeah.
And they had that cartoon Longhorn had shot steam out of its nostrils on the big scoreboard, and it would look like a light bright now if you go back and look at it.
I remember the Hoosier Dome, which is now gone, had it was essentially an Etch-a-Sketch.
It was not, not good.
Very primitive.
Yeah. Well, but Wrigley and Fenway are the two fields that still have.
And I get that. The point I was trying to make was that it really is great.
Yeah, of course it's great.
The same thing is true in auto racing now.
Yeah.
Because you'd be at like the Indy 500, for example, and it was pretty hard to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
But now with all the screens, and they're passing off the information. In any event, we're going to be hearing some audio from the NBA Finals coming up in your favorite foreign language, perhaps.
That's right. Not necessarily English.
I love that. That's always
Everybody
fun.
loves Game 7s, no matter what the
right.
sport.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And my favorite thing in basketball is not the dunk or the stuff. My favorite thing is the no-look pass.
Oh, yeah. Halliburton had a great one.
Had a great one. I mean, that is just so fun.
Yeah.
It's so cool to watch, especially when it results in 1, 2.
Boom.
There's some points. We'll get to that today. Also, we have a couple fascinating studies, including one on the fact that Americans feel drained right when they get up. 1/3 of Americans wake up exhausted.
Yep.
Yep. I count off the room.
Well, you must,
Yep.
after doing it all these years, you must really get used to getting up early like that. I don't know who this is.
Don't you want to punch them when they say
Well,
that?
I assumed the same thing.
Yeah.
So I give them a wide berth because why wouldn't you assume that?
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a nap.
Your hand must be getting sore signing all those posters.
You don't look like you're having fun at all. I will kill you. How about that? Then I'll have fun. I'll play in your blood.
And we're going to have fun today because
we are.
We're about to go off-label.
Huh?
You know what off-label means,
Somebody
Christy?
using this show for other than laughing at it? What are you talking about?
Oh, that could be the case.
Yeah.
Off-label use of something. You know what that means?
I know what it means. You use something
I'm going to talk about our friends at Java House.
Oh.
And today we're going to do an off-label Java House experiment.
So are we doing it now?
No, we're going to do it a little bit later on this morning. I'm very excited about this. Java House, of course, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show. Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. In fact, I'm about 5 minutes away from going in the next room and grabbing one of those Arctic Freeze hydration drinks. But it's not in a big jar or a big can.
Or one of those pouches that you spill trying to get in your water bottle.
No, it's right here.
Don't you like a big can, John? Firm can.
Nice pod.
We've already got a lot of fluff in this announcement. Let's try to cut
All right,
back.
I'm sorry.
The Java House, it's the, here, this, for example, is the amazingly smooth cold brew Colombian medium roast. The Colombian medium roast coffee, of course. But look at this. It's a little pod, a little bit bigger than one of those Keurig things, not much bigger. And you don't put this in a machine. You don't pass this through some germ-fed Rube Goldberg device. No. You just pour some water in and you're ready to rock. However, today we're going to go off-label because a genius listener of ours sent us a letter yesterday suggesting that we take the Java House, pour it over ice cream.
Oh,
you
that's
can make a
right.
delicious shake. I talked to Ms. Hooker yesterday, and I said, bring in some vanilla ice cream. I'm going to try my Java House right on top of the ice cream. It's a live experiment.
Oh, boy.
Don't go anywhere. Now, Christy, were you the one saying you can make a delightful Kahlua? Is that what you're...
No, the espresso martinis.
Aha.
They actually make an espresso martini at Java.
I see. Well, there's booze in it. And it's Friday, so why not? We'll find out about all these things. I should probably explain what Java House is. Java House, the perfect solution for your office break room. We call it the green room here. We have it in our studios, of course. They do have hot chocolate, energy drinks, hydration drinks, lattes, teas. You just take the pot, add water, and shazam, you're ready to go. So break up with your office brewer. JavaHouse.com. By the way, click on that little tab there and check out getting Java House special for your office, a free in-office demo. They probably won't bring ice cream. That's up to you. It's javahouse.com. There's also a Bob and Tom special. Put in Bob and Tom as a special keyword and knock the price down a little bit this month. Check that out as well. javahouse.com. Coming up, lots of delightful things in the news, including Culver's involved in sports. We have a lot of NBA action as well as speeding in the NFL. It's all coming up from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, where this is the Bob and Tom Show. Christy and I were talking about a dream date, and I thought we would maybe...
with each other for the first time ever.
Maybe it might be easier if I sent my assistant on the date with you, and then she could tell me if we had a good time or not. And then
That's exactly what we'll
I
have.
see that coming.
Never mind. Now, do you turn your phone off?
I put it on vibrate.
And where is it?
It's in my purse usually.
Okay.
I mean, I don't look at it. I wouldn't.
Okay.
But you have to keep your phone on.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I know.
You even answer it. Hold
He's
on,
wearing
this
the
is important.
Bluetooth during dinner.
that's completely false.
Absolutely. This is important. Hold on.
Completely false. I almost never answer my phone.
All right.
Very, very rarely.
Yeah, I don't. No.
All right. So you got that, unless, of course, it's one of your kids, right?
Well, that's the thing. I look
Yeah.
at it. And,
Yeah, but you got 5. 4 of
So
them
it's-
could call at any time.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 calls are from your kids. You know that.
6 out of 10.
Which happens 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
The other 4 are wrong dials.
And chances are you're going to have to go pick up one of them, so that means I'm going to be sitting there by myself for a while.
You're bitching at me already. I haven't even answered the phone.
So there you go.
What would be your opening
Shiraz or-
salvo conversationally? What would you open with if
Well,
you...
I've known you
Yeah.
half
But
my
say you
life.
didn't.
What do you do for a living? Mm-hmm.
Say you didn't. What would you... Would you ask me something, or would you start telling me about
No,
your
let's
life?
not do that. No, let's just approach this like you two, the two people that you are. What would you talk to
stay
each
know
other
each other
about?
already.
Let's stay in reality.
So
Well,
we
what
go.
we talk about.
You know, I've never thought of you romantically.
Well, we have 2 hours to kill. Let's talk about what's wrong with Chick.
Wow.
Let's talk about how you...
Sex, baby.
Yes, sex. How you like it.
How do you approach it?
Well, see, now we
Come
had
on.
how you
How you
How are you going to approach it, Tom?
See, now we had the list of first date turnoffs.
What's your move, Tom?
this code?
Come on.
Here we go.
How are you going to get those ankles on your shoulders is what I want.
Yeah, because see, not on this list from USA Today. Mismatched clothes, 36% first date turnoff, and you
Oh,
go up
your
the list,
clothes,
and
yeah, that'd be-
body odor, 94%.
I'm clean. I have no body odor. But
No.
my pet peeve of first date turnoffs: women who don't put out.
Wow.
I watch a lot of news. By the way, my favorite news channel is CNN Headline News.
Is it?
Because there's no segue between stories. They go
Nope.
from polar opposite A to B with nothing in between. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what the future looks like with a nuclear North Korea. Coming up next, a boy in Pittsburgh collects nickels. It's like the news for people with ADD. We're all gonna die. Hey, a horsey. Squirrel. I'm gonna. But these are some news stories that I noticed over the past several weeks. Could I share some?
Sure.
A woman in England pled guilty to disturbing the peace with her noisy lovemaking.
Yeah.
Well, she said guilty, but you could totally tell she was faking it.
Sure.
A company in Ireland created the world's first ever green technology vibrator that's powered by winding it up. Which means basically it's a jack in the box.
Technically, it is.
Sesame Street turned 40 years old last year, which you could tell because Big Bird got an earring and a Corvette.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur?
Yeah, how about this, Bob? Red or black? That would split it up. Black. It's a black card. Okay. Chick, would this be a club or a spade?
Club.
Club. See, look at this. See, we're narrowing it down. Now we're down to 13. Would you say a high card or a low card?
High.
High club. That'd be like 7 and up. All right, Tom.
Yes.
If it's a high club, it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, or king.
Okay, jack.
It's the jack of clubs.
Oh,
You'd
jack.
say this is pretty fairly chosen.
Now,
yeah?
you're not touching the cards.
I'm not touching it's been there the whole time.
The cards
Right.
are sitting in a little box.
Jack of clubs.
Jack and club.
So when we drove in today, I was sitting in the car and I took one card out of the deck.
Right.
And I'll do this really, really slow. You can kind of
Are you kidding?
let them know.
Justin is holding all of the
You'll
cards.
see
All
one
the
card
cards.
in the deck
Right.
is turned the opposite direction
Right.
from all the rest.
Yeah.
One
Are you
card.
kidding
One
me?
card.
And that one card is...
The jack. No way.
Get a card. Get this guy out of here.
Weird, right?
Hey, we're a witch. Hey, wait a minute. Where are my car keys?
Hey, can you fix Justin? We need a magician. Can you fix chicks?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. That's Ace Cosby. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
We've got letters we've got to get to. We've got great news in the world of sports. Perhaps a quick look-see at the NBA last evening.
NBA playoffs, Game 6 last night in Indianapolis. Obi Toppin had 20. Andrew Nebhart had 17. And the Pacers send the NBA Finals back to Oklahoma City for a winner-take-all Game 7. They rolled the Thunder last night, 108-91, led at 30 at some points. Pascal Siakam had 16 points, 13 boards for Indiana. You know, that's what your sportscasters will say for rebounds. I got a board. Hey, we'll call him the Windex man. He wipes that glass.
Oh, I like that. That's very nice.
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Tyrese Halliburton with that strained calf. He played 23 minutes and 14 points. So, and Shea, just 21 points for the Thunder. They pulled their starters. You fellas have a seat after going down by 30 in the fourth quarter. So
That's amazing.
Game 7 Sunday night.
Playoff.
If nobody knows the answer to this, but if Halliburton were healthy, how many minutes would he play typically?
Oh, well, 48 in a game, probably.
Okay.
40, 42, 46.
Play about half?
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense. One leg's hurt. If he had both legs, he would play double.
This is why we should be.
I think
we
that's
should
what
be
the
coaching.
The coach says.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to get to some letters brought to you by Hyundai.
That's right. Hyundai's 2025 hybrid vehicle lineup, advanced safety and technology meets hybrid efficiency. Hello. Well, hello. It's the best of both worlds from Hyundai.
It's the best of. Right away, I've got this letter. This is from Oregon. It's from Pete.
Hi, Pete.
He says, for Tom and Josh,
Hi.
the rest of you guys are awesome.
Okay.
What does that mean exactly?
I think this is sort of like the Gilligan's Island theme the first year where it said, and the rest, instead of saying the professor and Marianne. That's that if you're not familiar with this.
But in this case, you want to be part of the rest because the suggestion is...
We're better than you guys.
Right. We're not awesome.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
I can't.
Oh,
It's
I
a
see.
left-handed compliment, perhaps.
I think it's an insult to Tom and I.
No, it's an absolute insult.
Absolute insult.
Straight ahead.
That's all right.
But it says for Tom and Josh.
It's a right-handed
And the
comment.
rest of the crew, you guys are awesome.
Oh, well, that's not how you read it.
Oh, that's not how you read it. That's totally different.
The larger point here is the awesomeness here.
What are you doing over there? You're confusing
Is there
my
more
brain.
to the letter? Was that just the greeting?
No, it says, I see.
Oh, God.
You can't find Bigfoot
Right.
because
Is this...
you can't find Bigfoot because he owes Chuck Norris money. See, this combines my love of Chuck Norris jokes with Josh's love of Bigfoot.
Oh, I see.
And yet distaste for Chuck Norris jokes. Very funny, Pete.
that makes sense.
You're my new favorite listener. Okay. Picture of Chuck Norris over there.
Well, if we're reading letters that are sort of apropos nothing, here's one.
Yeah.
Did you know you can find... I'm sorry. Mikey says, do you know you can fend off a bear attack with a .22 caliber gun? He says it's true, but my buddy that I shot in the knee didn't do so hot.
There you go.
So that's how you do it.
But it kept the bear from a... Yeah.
So
There you go.
very nice.
Good. See, these are good facts to know.
Yes.
Hey, now, here's just some. We were talking a lot about music recently. Someone asked who is the most into music on the show, and particularly new music. I would think that it would be Chick.
Sure.
I have an unnatural curiosity for music.
Josh, very open-minded, listens to a lot of alt country. You turned me on to cocaine.
Oh, Paul Coffin. Yeah.
Paul Coffin.
Turns you on to cocaine.
Cocaine.
What was that?
You ever see that Paul Coffin video where he does that live?
Who the hell are you? What?
I love that song.
Okay. 100 days.
Yeah, but yeah, and Patty G. I think that would be the most into it.
Yeah, since I do it.
But
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
That's
I think
what you're
I'd be
doing
number
over there?
one.
You think you're doing that over there?
Trying to.
I mean, no doubt we're all really interested in music.
Sure.
But see, in my case, and I don't know about Christy anymore, but when you have little kids and you're in the car, there's no point in arguing about it. You listen to what they want to listen to. But I
don't have to do that anymore.
I have discovered there is a lot of really great music that I would never have. Dua Lipa, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo. And many, many more that I wouldn't have been exposed to. But you guys are really deeply exploring the world of music. We've been talking a little bit about the Beach Boys lately because of the sad death of Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
And we can argue. There's a lot of arguments when you go deep with the Beach Boys about what the best albums are. This is from David. My favorite Beach Boys album is their Christmas album. So many memories of it listening while decorating the Christmas tree and eating Mom's homemade cookies. Isn't this a sweet, nice letter?
Very nice.
I knew you wouldn't be able to take it.
What was Mom doing?
Making homemade cookies.
Right?
What are the Beach Boys Christmas
How
songs?
nice for him.
Surfing Santa.
Yeah,
And,
Surfing Santa?
I believe
Surfing Elf?
Yeah.
and Little Saint Nick, I think they do.
Santa got his hand bitten off by a big shark. Swimming and surfing Christmas Eve.
Hanging 10.
What you want? That was a monster hit. Okay.
Certainly it was.
Oh.
Elmo and Patsy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I guess Patsy. They got divorced, right?
Yeah, don't go deep on that.
that's
I think the guy that wrote most of it doesn't get the money.
They do the traditional songs. I just pulled up their album.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Baby, Little Saint Nick, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, Little Saint Nick gets a lot of airplay.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It's my little
Santa's
Saint
beard. I'm not familiar
Oh,
with
I remember
Santa's
Little
beard.
Saint Nick now. I don't know that one.
I don't know that one.
Isn't it weird? Santa's big gray beard. You know, you remember that.
I don't
God,
Bring
remember
in
that.
the beard.
I hate that song.
Bring
That's
in the beard.
my top 10 worst overrated songs of all time.
Send in the clouds.
Send in the clouds.
Hate that
in
song.
context in the show, it's wonderful.
Number one, worst song ever for me is That All There Is. Peggy Lee. Hate.
I would say
Hate.
Sometimes When We Touch.
Yeah, that's real.
That to me is the worst song of all
I
time.
can't believe that wasn't a joke.
Well,
It was a hit?
everybody replaced touch with another verb.
Oh,
I think,
okay,
is
yeah.
How it
Is that
became.
Dan Hill? Who did
yeah,
that?
That song's horrible.
Yeah,
Up on
that's
old
the worst.
Dan Hill.
You had
I mean,
that.
it doesn't
you
sound-
you had that handy.
Had it ready.
The honesty's
It's too much.
Oh God.
Is it 76, 77?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It should never have been allowed
He has to close
be.
his eyes and hide. That's how much the touch means to him.
I want to hold
I
you.
die.
Older
Until
till
I
he dies, but he's
die.
dead already.
Until the life leaves your body.
You can't break down and cry after you're dead.
Yeah, it's very weird. She's holding a corpse of an ugly. Have you seen a picture of this guy?
Yeah, he's not very
I'd
good.
rather look at an
1977.
elephant turds.
His appearance has something irritating for you.
Yes, everything about him I hate.
I just remember slow dancing to that in high school, like at a dance or something.
Really?
Yeah.
A little stinky finger on the
No.
dance floor.
You know, we have this one's a little bit long.
Arms away, your finger bang.
See, that was the clumsy lyric they had. That.
He was married to it, though. He wasn't changed.
Okay. If you're just joining us, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. This is the Bob and Tom program. Got this nice letter from Rory in Montana.
Nice. What a great name. I love Rory. That's a good name.
Montana. Great
Rory
place.
Calhoun.
Montana, the
Gallagher.
Montana, the Michigan of the West.
Love Montana.
The Michigan.
It's, Montana. Loving Montana is very in right now.
Sure it is, because of Yellowstone.
Well, there are many who loved it way before Yellowstone.
I know, but I'm just telling you.
Dear fellows and Christy, I heard Pat's new song about having a 14-year-old son. My niece's boyfriend told me this story. Whenever he would crack open a beer, her son would ask him if he could have one when he was about 11. Her boyfriend would always tell her son, "You have to have hair in your balls to drink beer."
All right.
Then he would ask her son if he had hair in his balls, to which the little boy would reply, "No."
No beer for you.
Then her boyfriend would tell him, "Then you have to have hair in your balls to drink beer." 3 years later, my niece was at work. Boyfriend gets home from work on a warm day, cracks open a beer. Her son asks if he can have one. My niece's boyfriend said the same old response. At that point, my nephew jerked down his shorts and proudly pointed out 3 hairs on his balls.
3 beers.
3.
So there you go.
Wow.
I'm doing the math here. He would have been 14.
There you go.
Still too young. By the way, P.S. Christy,
Yes.
I agree with you. I prefer the blonde Oreos.
Thank you.
I also
Not Oreos.
I also prefer the thins over the regular Oreos.
No.
Rory in Montana.
Nice.
The flavors aren't Oreos either.
My pubes didn't come in that way. They came in like a new lawn. There were many
seedlings,
thin, short hairs that all grew together.
You
Did
remember
guys,
that?
Yeah, of course.
I don't remember
Do you
that.
guys remember?
I don't remember
how yours came in.
Absolutely not.
It seems like I always had hair. I was always a hairy guy.
Not me.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, piglet.
Every
we know.
Yeah.
pubic hair you have is sacred.
We suffer for that
Yes, every
Yeah, oh yeah. Many do.
flipping day. Yeah.
Many do.
That transforms your life.
We were discussing the Mississippi River and whether or not you can swim in it.
Right.
Where I grew up, the answer was no, you did not get into the Mississippi River. But Scott says in Vicksburg, Mississippi, when the river is at normal height, there's a great sandbar on the Louisiana side. And they partied there on the weekends, swam, tubed, skied, rode 4-wheelers and 3-wheelers all over the sandbar. Man, that must have been so fun. Wow. So absolutely there are areas of the Mississippi where it's possible. And if you were near one, enjoy. Maybe get some of that Mississippi mud cat.
How do you feel about calling it the Mississippi?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah? Is that all right?
That's usually used in a song.
Mississippi.
What'd you guys call it in St. Louis? The Big River?
Big Muddy?
The old man. Clark Griswold. Hey, Dad, what river is this? That there's the Mississippi. The mighty Mississippi.
That's right.
The old miss. The old man.
You know, Josh was telling me a story about his father, and would you care to share that with everyone listening, Josh?
Oh, yeah. After the advent of caller ID, he only did this, I think, to people he knew, but he would answer. He often answered the phone, "Yo, mama."
Yo, mama.
Every time I called Dad.
How about that?
Yo, mama.
Yo, mama.
A little kind of misplaced.
Yeah.
But being a Vietnam combat veteran, we forgive everything that he did. Great guy, great man. Now,
so he said.
coming up, another story about you may want to check your dentist's credentials. It's happened again. Also, coming up, we have a lot of cool stuff about last night's game in the NBA, some NFL news as well, and Napoleon in the news today in a big way, of all random things.
The Nat Man.
Yeah, and also we have monkeys in the news and sharks. Not in the same story, of course.
Yeah, that's good.
That'd be hard to do.
yeah.
I would like to see a monkey riding a shark.
Would you?
I seen a monkey ride a dog, which is very cool. Can you imagine a monkey riding a shark?
That'd be rough. A lot of
Dressed in a scuba suit, I think, not the cowboy outfit.
Now you're making it too complicated.
I've seen some AI of the president of the United States riding a shark.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Have you seen the AI stuff now that's going around?
If I see one more comedian as a baby, I'm out.
No, but it's they're mostly now, hey, by the way, this is AI. Yeah, we know. Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
It's like I have no idea how to tell the difference anymore. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, everything will soon be fake.
Yep.
Right now, I want to remind you that this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. As most of you know, the stock market up, down, rocky slide, up it goes, down it goes, etc. You get the picture. Time to turn down the sounds of gloom and doom with respect to that, because I'm talking about your retirement. You want to make sure that you've got a steady paycheck coming in. That's what annuities are all about, and they're designed to protect your retirement. You'll have reliable annuity payments when you want them, the way you design it. Don't stress about your retirement money running out. With annuity, that won't happen, and you can't outlive your money. See what I'm talking about from the annuities experts at the Silac Insurance Company. That's SILAC. I mentioned that because it's very simple just to go to the website for some more information. SILACINS.com. A really easy way to get that annuity info is on your phone. Just call this number. It's pound sign and then 250. Pound 250. Say the keywords lifetime income just to get more information. Once again, pound 250. Say the keywords lifetime income for more information about getting a lifetime income with annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Or just visit bobandtom.com. We've got a link. Or go to SILACINS.com. The Silac Insurance Company. The annuities experts plan on it, live on it with Silac. Also, coming up today, Americans wake up, 1 in 3 wakes up ready to go take a nap because they're tired and drained. Oh, come on. Once again, my proposal, I made this years ago. I don't think any income should be taxed that is made prior to 9 a.m. Just saying.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Good plan.
That'd be
Good
awesome.
plan.
You know, they're not going to tax tips.
I say maybe 10 a.m.
Yeah, well, you know what? They have people who get up and work early.
Why not?
Why should we pay taxes?
That's right.
If they're not going to tax tips, what the hell?
Boom.
By the way, you'll all be paid in tips. Is that okay with you?
Now you're tipping.
Well, wouldn't you rather, if you're not going to get taxed on it, wouldn't you rather work for minimum wage and then at the end of the month, well, here's your tip?
Yeah.
I've got a feeling a lot of people are going to be trying to do that scam. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
And we've had a wonderful morning because we have a terrific guest in the studio. Sitting next to Christy Lee, it's a veteran of many years with a guitar.
A guy who...
I thought you were going to say bottle.
I can't, Pat, I tried.
Well,
this is why I get the reputation of being the dick in the show, but no, I'm trying to do something nice.
No, you are the dick on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Who put the dick on the show?
And blamed it all on me.
See, this is, I'm sorry.
I'm not going to say anything until I'm introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pat
Daly is here with us.
Thank
Pat,
you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pat.
Now, Pat,
Frank, good to see you.
you do an annual residency, if you will, at Sloppy Joe's. That's the place that does the famous Hemingway lookalike contest every year.
Yeah.
And you could actually...
And you win every year,
You
don't
could
you?
certainly place in that.
They've been after me for a lot of years to do that. And now I say I'm too old. He shot himself last year.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
Please.
Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Oh, I can't read the paper. It's too small.
Must be the martinis.
Okay. Where's that music stand?
Would you like chicks
Okay, here we go.
readers?
Here we go.
You want my
Missouri-
cheaters?
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Most of the South is having a drought. And Malibu's having a slide in the mud. San Francisco is having an earthquake. They say she won't last through the year. The whole country is reeling in recession, and I'm having one more beer. Oh, I'm having one more cold one till the news and the blues disappear. The world's on the brink. There's time for a drink, and I'm having one more beer.
Oh, yes.
Wait. My sister is having a breakdown. My son is having a toke. My dad is having his old emphysema, and I feel like having a smoke. My buddy is having a sexual crisis. He's smiling at me kind of queer.
Uh-oh.
My secretary's having her pregnancy test, and I'm having one more beer. I'm having one more cold one till it all hits the wall and disappears. My wife's having fits in, and cat's having kits in, and I'm having one more beer. My daughter is having her nose pierced. My mom is having her butt tattooed. My brother is having an affair with my wife.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's the one getting screwed? So if you're having heart palpitations about the way things are heading around here, just give that waitress a pat and tell her that I'm having one more beer. Geez, I'm going to have to practice that one.
I love that song.
I couldn't read my words.
That's
there.
all right.
I don't know why. I got to get them up this close now.
Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Well, I watch, I'm home during the day a lot, and
I have a little ritual called watching 8 hours of Law and Order in a row on cable. Because you can.
Yeah.
Law and Order, yes. Law and Order, yes. Law and Order, yes. Charmed, crap, it's over. All right. But I love Law and Order because it's ripped from today's headlines. You know? It takes some news story that's going on. Then they change the names up a little bit. Then they make that the plot for the episode. The thing about Law and Order is, though, every episode has to involve a murder. And even if there's not a murder in the news story they're talking about, they just go ahead and add a murder into what happened.
Okay.
And, which has got to piss off the people in the news story because they're watching. Fred Thompson and Sam Waterston are hashing out the case. Now, Jack, I'm afraid you're going to have a political firestorm on your hands if you insist on prosecuting this as a first-degree murder trial. Politics is your area, not mine, Arthur. It's my job to convince a jury that the governor of New York was caught with a high-priced call girl and then murdered her. Elliot Spitzer is sitting home saying, whoa, 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 I didn't murder her, all right? Everyone knows you're talking about me here. You're not fooling anyone with this Elliot Bitzer character. Yeah. He should sue Law and Order, which would be an episode of CSI New York. I don't know how the jurisdiction works.
The world of sharks. The Jaws anniversary.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Pat Godwin. Hey. Hello, Josh.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. Hey. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Coming up, how to know if your dentist is a fake. Again, this is the second time we've had one of these.
I guess you have to ask for see his credentials.
If he tells you to pull your pants down.
Yeah. That's often a key. Yeah. We'll get to all those things. Last night, huge action in the NBA. The finals are going to go to a Game 7.
Hello.
A rout.
Pacers win last night, 108-91 over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Tyrese Halliburton just 23 minutes, but had 14 points for the Pacers. Indiana missed their first 8 shots, but obviously came back from that. Obi had 20, Andrew Nebhart 17, and now Sunday night, 8 o'clock-ish Eastern, Game 7.
Just make it Saturday, for Pete's sake. I know it's a travel issue, but come on.
Don't Sunday nights get the best TV ratings every week anyway?
Historically,
I'm worried about production at jobs across the nation on Monday morning.
You are worried about...
Yes, I want to know how this is going to affect the GDP.
the GDP, no, it's not like a BLT. It's not a sandwich.
What? It's not Gouda.
There you go.
Little pickles.
Just pickles and pastrami.
The big Pacer win. I wonder if a certain broadcaster from a certain network is going to be eating crow since day one.
I did not see what you're referring to, but evidently he did not give the Pacers any chance. But you could say that about everybody. All the NBA experts at Oklahoma City, maybe in 6, probably in 4 is what they were saying.
Kid Rock ate crow for a while, didn't he? He did. I think Lance Armstrong.
Eric Clapton.
A lot of people have been there.
Did that happen?
Wow.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, a little tattoo. Kilroy was here. Well, that guy gets around. we have Chick McGee across the way. Are we going to get to some letters? Or you want to get right to some cool audio?
Let's get to some cool audio. Obi topping at 20 points. Nebhart 17, and the Pacers last night 108-91 at times, up by 30, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 6. Game 7 Sunday night. And here's what the big one of the big plays of the game sounded like. A no-look pass, just the way Tom likes him, from Tyrese Halliburton to Pascal Siakam, and a dunk over, they call him J-Dub, Jalen Williams of the Oklahoma City Thunder. I believe this is Portuguese.
That sounds a little bit like kind of a sex thing.
So what happens is Halliburton's coming down the court, and he no-look passes to
Pascal
Siakam on the wing, and he dunks it over Jalen Williams.
I would have guessed 9 Asian countries first.
I would have,
if
too.
you asked me where that came from.
Yeah, me too. Wow.
One more time.
No, Hasimida is Korean.
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry. That is the Korean.
Oh, I couldn't understand. I can pick up a little bit of the Portuguese. It sounds like my high school Spanish almost.
Okay, yeah. You guys are on it.
Very good, Josh.
You'll recognize this. This is Portuguese. Okay.
8 pontos de vantagem.
Yeah.
Halliburton tenta roubar. Rouba a bola. Faz o passe com Siakam.
So everything's just a soccer game to those people.
It really is funny how that it does seem to be the case, as they call it. There is a soccer-esque, a football-esque
and here it is in Pig Latin. They really lose their mind when.
But there does seem to be kind of a theme to the Asian languages with the.
Well, sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
Go.
Yeah. Interesting.
They stretch that one out. Do you watch soccer just to hear the play-by-play?
No, I can't. I'm sorry. I don't like to watch soccer. I know I watch a lot of it when my girls are playing, but I.
But you don't get up early on a Saturday or Sunday morning.
I have friends that get up at 3 in the morning and go to a certain bar to watch a certain team.
Absolutely.
Are you a soccer parent? Do you yell things like you're blowing the game from the sidelines?
No.
Do you have a soccer chair?
A soccer chair?
Yeah, the chair that you take to the soccer game.
Sometimes I'll take one of those.
Let me tell you something. The advances they've made in outdoor chair. I believe it's called chairing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
It's unbelievable.
Well, they have the cup holder now built into the
cup holder. They have recliners. You can recline. They have a tent that you can put around your chair, so when it's cold.
The rocking chair.
Yeah.
Chairs.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll take an umbrella sometimes if it's really sunny. But
you'll thank me if I.
But I do not watch professional soccer. I know the World Cup is coming, and great, I'll be doing something else.
Do you think of a jockstrap when they start talking about the World Cup? I do.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I start thinking, well, it's good. It'll get people off the streets, and I'll be able to get around town that day.
Oh, jeez.
Off the street. I don't get it. Sorry. I know people love it. That's
get people off the street.
I'd rather watch High Lie.
We have no doubt.
Got a Tomism for you. This is when you're talking, which I'm often doing, and I can't think of the necessary word. Happened to me earlier today on the show. So you just kind of, ad lib and try to construct something that'll make sense.
Or one of us pick up on what you're trying to say.
Like he's doing now.
This comes to us from David.
Oh, hi, David.
6-year-old son saw my globe, referred to it as my earth ball.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a perfect description.
I say
love a good globe.
That's better than the word globe.
Yeah.
Nice looking earth ball you got there, Josh. That's beautiful.
Do you have a globe?
No, but I want one of those giant ones, but they are so expensive.
The one that sits on the floor?
Yeah. So when I have a forever home, maybe eventually I'll get one of those.
Those are awesome.
A forever home. I like that.
I'm hoping that the next one is it.
Yeah.
I've only owned one a home. And
well, that's not going to happen.
My goal is that when I move out of the house I'm living in now, that'll be it.
Where's your forever home going to be?
Far away.
On a lake.
No, I don't know, but
I'm in my forever home. I've said that when they take
you've said that every home.
They'll take me out of this one on a stretcher, and I'll say goodbye as they take me over.
Far away, and do not share the address.
Chick, did you ever say to yourself, what if, in a different world, you were still living in your first apartment here in town, how much money you'd have in the bank?
My mortgage is less expensive than my apartment. But
you had a very nice
obviously,
apartment.
You would pay for things that you wouldn't if you were living in an apartment. But
yeah,
Pat, my mortgage is less than your rent. We should talk about.
I pay a lot.
Moving into my house. I've got a bed. I've got an extra room.
You're going to let Pat move into your house? Are you crazy?
Please do this.
Please do it. You like hot and cold running?
I think it'll be great. We come in here. We come in here tonight just before we go in the air. I say to Chick, by the way, Godwin, Josh, not talking again today. Be careful.
By the way, you think you have to knock before you go into your 14-year-old son's room.
Please make that
socks
happen.
on the knobs.
What would you charge him for rent?
A song every day.
Okay.
Well, my rent's paid in full then.
So wait a second. If you're, because you lived in the same apartment complex, so if you're saying your mortgage payment is less than your rent was over there.
Yeah.
So Pat, you could pay the same, and then Josh would live for free.
There you go.
Seems like a pretty good deal to me.
Wait a minute.
I've had many, many wishes in my life. None more strong than this one. You two moving in together. My God.
I think we wouldn't get. I mean, we don't want to do this, obviously, but we would get along okay.
Yeah, we'd be fine.
Let's say we had to do it for 6 months.
If we could do it, we are used to the comedy condo.
Right.
See, you could pick lint off my face like Christy
I think the headphones are coming
they're
apart.
crumbling.
Yeah, but you're forgetting he's going to have Jimmy over there half the time.
And he has a dog, and you have a cat.
How
Does
long
your
would
cat
it-
like dogs?
Yes.
How long would it be, Tom, before Josh just comes in every morning and goes, Godwin. Every morning.
I think Godwin would do the same thing.
If it's not the guitar, it's the piano.
Hey, you guys could carpool. You could save money.
He's out in the garage tying flies again.
Coming up, we have Culver's in Sports, the famous restaurant. A little more NBA action coming your way, and other delights. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
And as most people can tell by looking at me, I got a couple cats. Yeah. I think that's clear. And so here's what happened. There's two cats in the Smith household. And this last Thanksgiving, one of my cats got sick, man.
Oh no.
And if you don't have cats, you might be saying, hey, Og, how did you know your cat was sick? Oh, they let you know. They don't suffer in silence, okay? There are basically two levels of cat health. There's perfectly fine, and then there's what the hell is wrong with your cat? And we were at DEF CON 2, right? But it was Thanksgiving, right? So I had to take him to the ghetto vet. Because A, that was the only vet that was open, and B, that's where we live. Right? So I take him to the ghetto vet, And the ghetto vet looks at my cat, and he asks me something no medical professional has ever asked me before. He says, is money an issue? Is money an issue? Well, let's see here, Doc. I'm parked illegally at the Smart and Final across the street because your only 2 parking spaces are currently filled with broken refrigerators. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say money is probably an issue today. Is money an issue? I'm at the hospital instead of the pet hospital because the pee has fallen off of your building. I know this because it's still leaning up against the side of the building. A building that, by the way, was clearly a Taco Bell within the last 6 years. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say money is probably an issue today. Is money an issue? No. I'm an eccentric billionaire. And what I do for fun is every day I grab a messed up cat and I drive from Malibu to a crappy part of the valley and I find a vet next to a transmission shop and a check cashing place and I play Price is Right with who can keep the cat alive the cheapest. That's who I am. Is money an issue? The cat was free, man. And now you're hitting me on the back end? What kind of Columbia Records crap is that? Because we did it the right way. Because if you want a cat in California, you can't go buy a cat. That's what fascists do. Oh, man.
Right.
You got to head down to the shelter, baby. Yeah. And you got to hit kitty death row, man. And you got to walk the green mile, the feline mile, man. And you got to look in the hollow eyes of the dam. And you got to pick yourself out a street cat, man. Yeah. You need a cat that was born behind a dumpster in a driving rainstorm, quickly abandoned by its family that had to fight for every morsel of food it's had up until that very moment. Because who doesn't want a house pet with severe PTSD for the first couple of years of owning it? Who doesn't want a cat that goes every time you enter a room? Who doesn't want a cat that swipes at your face every time you take a nap on the couch because you represent the man that did the bad thing? Who doesn't want a pet that views you as the enemy constantly? Look, and here's the thing. I ain't the Innocence Project, man. I didn't walk into the shelter with a DNA swab that proved my cat's innocence. No. Whatever my cat was on death row for, he did that stuff, man. My cat is guilty, and I'm just putting him back into the public. No rehabilitation. And how do I know that's even a cat? I saw this movie where these people adopted what they thought was a kid, and it turned out to be like a 30-year-old Serbian woman, right? This happens all the time. You think you get a cat, and it turns out to be an escaped lunatic from Eastern Europe. It happens so much that they make movies about it. Anyway, the point is, the cat's fine, and it costs $238.
Okay.
That was the number we decided on. There was a negotiation.
You got a flight.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think 238 is a steal.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
That did. He's sitting right next to you. We're going to hear from him in just a moment.
Millions of dollars on the line.
The serious dough.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Scooby Baba Dooba.
At the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin. Willie Griswold is here. Hey, buddy. There's Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people At O'Reilly Auto Parts, I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Santa's real fine in his 409.
Now,
the Beach Boys Christmas album.
Willie's here. Explain to everyone what he's done with his investments, if you will.
Yeah, no, you had stated that nobody had picked the Pacers to win the NBA championship.
Conventional wisdom, CW.
Yes. And one particular guy in the pregame just continues to trash the Pacers. It's really, really getting boring. But, Willie, your investment philosophy was what again?
We talked about this privately. But, yeah, I did. I put $100 down on the Pacers to win way back in October. And if they win, the bet hit. It's $10,000.
Whoa!
Yeah,
nice.
I kind of desperately need it right now because I've spent the last 2 months of money buying tickets to Pacers games that I can't afford. So that ran up the credit card bill a little bit. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
That would be so cool for you.
I know. It'd be pretty crazy.
It's going to happen.
Man.
It'd be pretty crazy.
It'd happen.
I haven't been talking about it publicly. Because,
sorry.
No, it's fine. I just don't want to, jinx anything, if that makes sense.
Too late.
Right.
I watched the game with my friend Mitchell, who Josh knows, Mitchell Potts, really funny comedian. And I was like, Mitchell, if I cash out of this bet, I don't believe, and I got to keep believing, man. And he was like, you're a psychopath. This has nothing to do with it.
But now the way this works, could you cash it out today?
I could, but I placed the bet in the state of Illinois, so I can't check how much I could cash it out for.
Oh, okay.
And I was with you. You told me you'd buy me a guitar if you win. Remember
I did say that. I said, yes, of course, Pat. I'll buy you that new Martin you've been looking at. Yeah, I don't know. I could have cashed out for $5,000 at one point, and I didn't because I was like, I have to believe. I thought it was like the end of Elf, where if you didn't believe, it wasn't going to happen. But yeah, we'll see you guys.
Boy, that'd be wild.
I'm excited,
man. That would be so great.
Couldn't happen to a less deserving person? Did I say that right?
You know what, Josh?
I don't think that came out right.
I may have had that backwards.
I do the exact same thing sometimes, buddy.
There's nothing more telling than a gambler saying, yeah, I got to win this money. I've already spent it. Yeah.
ABC running promos late in the game when the Pacers are up by 30 going, in the event of a Game 7, I guess they'd prepared those prior to the actual game. You would have thought they might have had like a rack of different promos to run. You know, if one going gets pretty clear there's going to be a Game 7.
You don't want to say,
sure they did.
Hey, at Game 7, anything can happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's bad luck to just assume.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody gave them credit. Nobody gave the Pacers.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Can you play for Willie the Portuguese?
This is Portuguese. I'm getting it right this time. Pascal Siakam's dunk last night over Jalen Williams.
8 pontos de vantagem. Halliburton tenta rouba a bola, faz o passe com Siakam.
But Josh's, I think it was your observation that it seems whenever we listen to these foreign languages ones, they sound kind of like soccer calls.
Kind of. It could be something. Oh! Here is Korean. What's that? That's so odd.
They're in agreement that what happened was awesome.
Right.
I just, whenever I hear those, I see Muppets doing the play-by-play.
That is how you see foreigners. Yes.
That is
not real people.
Amazingly.
That it's so problematic.
Right.
Let's just keep it surface level and fun.
As odd, silly creatures. Disorganized bunch of socks.
Yes, and that's very nice kimchi, but could you just get my egg roll, and we'll talk later.
Egg rolls are not Korean, but hey, that's all right.
She's a food, not
Close
a
enough.
Close enough.
Well, we have Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk. Anything else of interest over there?
Also, WNBA last night, Golden State beats Indiana 88-77, and Phoenix over New York 89-81. And Cleveland Browns quarterback, I say quarterback in quotes, Shedeur Sanders has been ticketed for speeding twice this month now in Ohio. Shedeur accused of driving a Dodge TRX pickup truck 101 miles per hour on a suburban Cleveland interstate earlier this week, I-71. According to the police, he could have to pay a $250 fine to waive the fourth-degree misdemeanor. He also ticketed earlier this month Ohio State Patrol pulled him over for going 91 and a 65. According to my Medina Municipal Court records.
I believe it's pronounced vagina.
According to Vagina Municipal Court records, thank you, Josh, he failed to appear for an arraignment.
It's vagina. No, stop it.
And owes $269 already in court costs.
Somebody needs a timeout.
Brown spokesman said that the team has addressed the tickets directly with Shador, and the tickets will be handled by him in the appropriate manner.
The good news is he's not late for practice. I think look on the bright side.
Right.
And he was probably rushing to get a massage. You know, the Cleveland quarterback. That seems to be the
well, that's
go-to.
not necessarily the case. Maybe at one time there was a Cleveland.
What is it about? So he's driving a big Dodge truck. Are Dodge trucks, every time they're behind me, it looks like they're tailgating me? Or are Dodge truck drivers always
tailgating?
They are always tailgating you.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. I
wonder what it is about sitting in up.
They're in a hurry, man. They're in a hurry.
I think I made this observation yesterday, having been to a NFL complex. It's amazing the number of players that are driving pickup trucks.
Yeah.
I would say the majority of guys in the NFL.
Have you ever owned a pickup truck?
No.
And you should, considering how often you borrow pickup.
Right.
I had a manual Ford Ranger that I just loved.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I miss it a lot.
I had a Blazer, but I didn't have a truck.
I drove a truck for a short time, 3 months or so. I loved it.
Yeah, my recently
Park it well, but I loved it.
The girls had to rent a truck at an airport. They didn't have any cars left, and
to get their luggage. Yeah.
They loved it.
Yeah. Dinah Ross has the same problem.
They loved it.
Like nine or 10 trunks. Yeah.
If I get another truck, I will just be honest to everybody. You can't borrow it.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Can I borrow your truck? No.
The thing is, a lot of these guys that own trucks, no one has ever put anything in the bed of that truck.
Yeah, so you insist on borrowing it.
No, I'm just saying.
Scratch the bed.
A lot of guys that are driving pickup trucks, they don't need a pickup truck. They just want it's. They just.
They like it. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good for them. I'm just saying that one of my neighbors he got some limited edition, like they only made 200 of them, and each dealer got one. He got a hold of one of them. Huh. And he came to me. He'd had it for a year, and he came up to me one day and he goes, "Oh, this is great. I finally got to put something in the back of it. I went out and got our Christmas tree." He'd had the thing for a year. Nothing had ever been in the back of it.
I drive a Buick Encore, and I've never been asked to do an encore.
So be damned.
Encore.
Oh, you maybe Kristen.
I drive a BMW. I've never crapped in a field.
What?
BM. Yep, it took me a while to get there.
Oh, okay.
You got to think like that.
Of course.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Of course, BMW. It's not Bavarian. It's Talmud. My.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, Pittsburgh Pirates reliever. I'm doing this for you, Tom. Please don't disappoint me. Pittsburgh Pirates reliever Dennis Santana.
Oye, como va?
That's right. Involved in an altercation with a fan who he says crossed the line.
Well, it's a hot one.
Oh, yeah.
Like 7 inches from the midday.
The second game of yesterday's doubleheader with the Tigers. At one point, Santana leaped and swiped at the person.
Yikes.
Santana declined to disclose what the fans say. In videos posted to social media, Santana can be seen pointing out the fan to a police officer before jumping up and swinging at the person.
Well, you'd think he'd play for the NBA.
Who's in the front row at Comerica Park. Yeah, I do.
A little bit of Carlos.
He plays with his face. Yeah,
and of course, as I've said before, with the one of the great highlights of the movie Woodstock, Sly and the Family Stone, of course, but the only drum solo I've ever cared for in my life.
No kidding.
Except maybe on one of the Beatles album is the Santana drum solo. Michael Streve, I believe his name is. It's amazing. Catch it.
During Black Magic Woman? When is
no, it's a song called Soul Sacrifice. It's a great moment in music history. I certainly recommend it. And to go see the movie Woodstock. If you've never seen the movie Woodstock, it's great.
You can't go see it, but you can
rent it.
But you know what you can go see?
It's been out of print for 40 years, 50 years.
It's definitive. You Philistines,
60 years.
you Philistines can appreciate the rock that rock is built on.
Go down tonight at the go to the Odeon and check that out.
Fill up the van, hit the drive-in, see Woodstock, and the last detail.
Make an evening of it.
Get your lady and your
The Last Detail. Another great movie. By the way, you know what you can see this week in a movie theater?
The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz.
Another great movie.
Jaws?
Jaws is playing in selective theaters. I have a feeling I will be going to it this weekend because my daughter Hart loves the movie Jaws.
Oh, does she?
It's on NBC tonight.
Yeah, but see, the idea is to go to a movie theater.
I thought there was going to be an
I think it's weird.
Do you guys hear this old guy fight over here? I like watching the movie on TV only when it's scheduled. I like going to the theater.
Yes, popcorn.
Wow.
And another thing, you sons of bitches.
When we come back, I have Jaws Facts, the movie.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You know the name of the shark?
Yeah, Bruce.
Right.
Oh, it's your dad's name. That's right.
Bruce. Do you know why he was named Bruce?
Because they're big ELO fans?
No, but see, that song came out after the movie. I'm sorry, Josh. I don't relish being wrong all the time. It's because of Spielberg's lawyer was named Bruce. That was the joke. See, it's a shark. Oh, yeah, we're going to come out with all these great facts about Jaws.
Now, we'll be back with another 5 or 10 hours with the raving boar. You're just
reading to us.
Sit right there. Raycons, everyday earbuds.
Jaws hits theaters August 29th, so you do love being wrong.
No, today. The anniversary is today.
That's fine, but it comes to theaters on August 29th.
You're exactly right.
Well, some theaters.
Oh, no. Yes, you're right. It shows today at 8 a.m. Don't miss it.
That's not
8 a.m. Eastern.
That's not right. Did you know that Raycon, they redid their earbuds? You guys know this, right? Premium audio at an affordable price. Raycon's latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, pair 2 devices at once. Raycon's quick charge function, 10 minutes on the old charger, and you get 90 minutes of battery. They also come with active noise cancellation. And Raycons start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And they're available in a lot of the vibrant colors, royal blue, deep red, cool mint, forest green, and we've got a deal for you. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. And you get to show us some love. Raycon offering 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Jaws is playing this weekend at the IMAX Theater at the Indiana State Museum. Well. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. Last time you were here,
yes,
you got talking about catchphrases.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even sure you remember this.
In fact,
I remember it.
we actually use it.
We use it a lot.
Right now.
And
How's that working for you?
You know, I got to say that, I'm a comic, so everything, and when I improvise something, it's a throwaway. And I'm certain that I've thrown away my career and the potential for a decent career 100 times. I've had people say to me, that baked bean bit, the funniest thing I have, and I don't know what they're talking about. Because it's like, I got my stuff, and then I got because you had that guy on from Bruce Springsteen earlier.
Sure.
And he was talking about working with the boss, and the boss way he works a set list. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say I'm like Bruce Springsteen, but I'm like Bruce Springsteen.
Okay. You change it up every night.
I have a set list, and then I'm willing to.
Then you never follow it. Yeah.
I'll do what I need to do. I'll do whatever I got. It's like making love.
But you do it right now.
Oh, that's right.
See, we love that phrase, and you've given it up. Then we were hoping.
I did it. And when I did,
there's no right now T-shirts.
When I did the Bob and Tom show tour, I don't know if I told you I did it.
Sure.
And Chick introduced me, he introduced me with that catchphrase.
Oh, yeah. It's starting. It's starting.
Is it sweeping America?
And
We'll bring you back on the tour, but only if we can do the right now thing.
Oh,
look! Could I hear Could I hear the baked bean bit right now?
Because sometimes my mom used to make baked beans with her special sauce.
Yeah,
which was mustard, ketchup, and sugar. And she would, she goes, go on to the dinner, come here right now. Right, and she had this really deep voice. That's before she stopped smoking.
Yeah.
She was a Pall Mall babe.
Wow. Did the sugar make the beans
brown sugar.
sweet?
It was a brown sugar. It was like the best thing in the world. And my father was overweight, and so my father, and no matter what, she couldn't do any wrong. This is the greatest thing I ever, it's mustard and ketchup and
brown sugar. A lot of sugar in there.
And some Campbell's baked beans. And we could have, if God bless my father, may he rest in peace. He would have been happy with a trough.
Fill with oats.
And I'll tell you something. My father lived for dinner.
Did he?
Mustard?
Yeah.
Because my father, my father was. He was a real man. He was a Marine Corps lieutenant colonel. We've talked about this before.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah.
My father was in World War II. My grandfather World War I. I enlisted in the Army out of high school. Just missed Vietnam. But I was in time for our country's war on drugs.
How'd you do?
Technically, I fought for the other side.
We have to take a break right now.
Right now.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of The Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand. Cadillac Insurance.
Sir?
News desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Willie Griswold is here.
Oh, man.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and here's Here's Tom. Hi, buddy.
Hello.
Hey, now.
Now, do you want to get back to sports, or do you want to hear some news about Jaws? Why don't we save the Jaws news till we do Today in History, because this is a big day for Jaws fans.
Well, this story needs to be recognized because a Wisconsin man has gone viral for his unusual take on running a marathon. This involved eating at several Culver's restaurants during the run.
Oh, really?
The man, identified only as Clay, created the Culver's Marathon Challenge. He went running from Culver's to Culver's, eating cheese curds and concrete mixers, Blizzard, equivalent Blizzard, while completing a 26.2-mile marathon distance run on his own. Wow.
Man.
How about that? The video shows him stopping in to eat at 5 restaurants during the 27-mile run, which included a lap around Culver Stadium. The video, 290,000 views so far and 600 comments. One user comment, really flexing on the lactose intolerant people.
Because he's enjoying a little bit of a concrete mixer.
And curds.
Curds.
That's a lot of dairy. You're right.
Cheese curds.
Delicious.
Yeah, but
those are delicious, yeah.
You ever have a cheese curd?
They're great.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a big Culver's fan. But that's a great, you do a marathon like that, you organize, you get a lot more participants, I would think. maybe the 27-mile part, you want to eliminate that.
Yeah.
Maybe just golf cart between Culver's
Yeah, add some burgers in there. Let's get rid of the running part. Who needs that part?
Yeah, so
that seems
Just
way
drive.
harder to run all that stuff.
yeah, it's got to be hard to run, though, after eating a bunch of cheese.
Yeah. Boy.
I know. A lot of people have gotten the runs from Taco Bell, but not from...
I don't have that issue with Taco Bell.
What now?
I don't have that issue with Taco Bell.
I don't either.
Anyone?
Do you have a problem with Taco Bell?
I love Taco Bell.
Yeah,
So
me
do
too.
I.
I look forward to it.
How about White Castle?
No, it could be the Taco Bell sports desk. Could be the White Castle sports desk. Is my point.
But don't they call what they don't they call? I
That's
concur.
my point.
Don't
Okay.
they call White Castle sliders? They've embraced that.
Sure.
Whitey One Bites is my favorite.
Because they are.
Hey.
You can eat a White Castle in one bite.
Just a name, Christy. Just a name. Whitey One Bites.
Really?
How do you like that?
I like that very much.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool rap name.
Whitey One Bites.
But it has to be the blackest dude ever.
There you go.
Is that sports?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Well, wait a minute. Willie probably might not have heard this.
Oh, this is nice.
Thank you.
Are you familiar with the song?
This is very nice. Yes, I'm quite familiar with this song.
What?
Why? Oh yeah. As a boy,
why?
I would listen to this. I'd look out the window longingly.
When will Papa come home? Where is Papa?
No.
Are you Papa?
Chick?
He's talking to a houseplant.
Are you Papa? That's our cat, Willie.
Yeah.
Are you Papa?
You're hugging the vacuum.
I'm going to call you Hoover.
Well, thank you very much. Let's do Today in History, shall we?
All right.
Oh,
Let's do it.
Son of a gun. Yeah, let's do it. June 20th. Hello, Tom. Go, buddy, go.
Samuel Morse patented the telegraph.
Yeah, he did.
Can you imagine back in the day trying to do some sexting with a telegraph? You got to have a trained operator.
Hey, check out these dashes.
Well, but
you keep saying stop.
When they first started sending pictures, it would, it would take, she's blonde. Okay. Oh, brown eyes. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Downloading a photo on the internet.
Yeah.
Like if you had to judge by her forehead whether or not you wanted to spend the time.
That's right. Waiting for
Wait for that modem to heat up.
You have no idea all the family computers that I ruined in our home growing up. Just lime wiring the weirdest porn you could ever think of.
He's still careful because Tom still thinks it's one of your friends.
Yeah, you may
who ruined the computers.
You may want to go.
Yeah, so it happens whenever Logan comes over. I don't know what's wrong with the computer, Dad.
Right.
Maybe it's a game he's playing.
You do you know the story about that with the?
Yeah, and it turns out one of Willie's friends.
It was
certainly not one
We've
of
tried
mine.
to tell you for years.
Do you know how many people I had to blame? I had 2 brothers to blame. We all had buddies coming over all the time.
Yeah, sure.
I was blaming.
Well, no, in one case, one of the computers jammed up, and I took it to the guy to fix it. And he came up to me and he goes, well, and this may be taken the wrong way, sorry. But he said that they downloaded all these pornographic pictures.
Yeah.
And he said, I can tell they were downloaded at these particular time frames. So I realized exactly.
Was it when I was homesick? And was it from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.?
No, it was when a certain friend of Sam's was over.
Oh, nice.
I remember Willie at 13 showing me a video of round, round, baby, spin me like a record, round, round.
So that was.
And I was
meatspin.com?
Yes, that was unfortunate.
Is meatspin.com still up?
I don't know if it is.
insane.
I'm looking at it
I
now.
said, does your dad know that you're? He go, no, don't
You
tell
guys
him.
shouldn't look at. No one should look at that. Don't go to that. But that
It's
was
right
just
there.
It's right there.
Now, what is this called?
Oh,
Meatspin.com.
And what is it?
It's
I will show you.
This is what your son showed me at
It's
13
really bad.
when I met him.
Well, this wasn't. I wouldn't look at this for fun. You would look at this to prank your buddies.
Yes, this is something they would come up
It's
with.
like a GIF.
Okay.
It's like a rotating video.
Oh, jeez.
It's one of the most graphic things. I can't even talk around it right now.
The song round, round.
Oh, it's sort of like the Charlie Chaplin move. Okay, that's hilarious. In any event, the computer technician said, "Well, it's heterosexual porn if that matters to you." So
It did. It did. But
I'm sorry.
Then you knew it wasn't your son's looking. I take it back. It was definitely.
Today in history.
no way this was Willie.
You suppose when Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, he had to obviously invent the language that it's used.
His code.
The dit-da thing. Do you suppose?
Or the dot dash thing would be another way to describe it.
Well, I think those those with a hand, as they say in the trade.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a fist,
right?
Yeah, I thought it was a fist too.
A smooth
Well,
fist.
if it's a fist, you have to really have to work your way up.
That's what the guy said. Hey, start
By the way,
finger.
spinning fist is a much different website. I'm not sure. Did he invent the language before he invented the? Did he get the dit-da thing or the dot dash thing?
What are you talking
Did he walk
about?
around with his family and go, it's just stop talking in normal language and just...
Okay, so what came first?
Instead of saying pass the salt, go da dash. They thought he was a raving lunatic. And of course, there are many great popular songs that employ Morse code. You're aware of that.
I am aware that there are songs about it, yeah, or that employ it, yes.
Now, recently, a #1 worldwide hit.
Many children enjoyed it, yes.
Yeah. What was that thing called?
Including you.
What Does the Fox Say?
What Does the Fox Say? And then, of course, the absolute classic.
There's no
Western Union.
No need to. And here we are.
Oh, look at this. We have a telegraph keypad here.
I can't believe we actually have a telegraph.
I can.
Does this thing work?
I was hoping it was some sort of IED. We were all going out listening to this.
It still could be. You don't know.
Let's hang on.
This is how Tom texts.
It helps Tom feel
This
at
thing
home.
works. Hang on a minute.
Yes, it does. A little bit.
Here we go.
The reason I can't believe
That works?
Well, it needs a little.
I'd hate to hear it.
Tom,
if it
your
was
language. Jeez.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do that, 10 words a minute.
Really?
Yeah. I couldn't do it now.
What is A?
I don't remember.
Letter A?
I don't remember.
you were fairly proficient in Morse code?
Yeah.
Why did you need to learn that?
A year of electronics school.
No kidding.
Folk school, yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Is it used-
I would have loved to have kept it.
Is it used anywhere anymore?
I bet it's still used militarily. It's in some ways.
It's used as a trope in a lot of movies and shows. Parasite has a little bit with it. Stranger Things has a bit with it. I've never seen anyone that actually does it, but in TV shows, people act like it can.
And it didn't.
I'll tell you what, it's the only thing I trust, a good Morse code.
Wasn't
I don't trust the phone.
the famous Pueblo incident when they had the video of Lloyd Booker, and wasn't he Morse coding them? I'm being tortured or something.
I used to have a thing where I could get messages sent to me, and man, this one guy is so sad. He was just really downtrodden and depressed. Turns out I was getting Morrissey code.
Yeah.
I won't eat animals now, and I'm moody.
If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We're reviewing history. What else happened today? Oh, here's a good one. On this date in 1867, Andrew Johnson, president, purchased Alaska.
Seward's Folly, huh?
Got a great deal on it. This is what happens, though, when you're drunk on Amazon. Wait a minute.
It was,
what's this?
What's coming on my doorstep?
$400,000 or something?
A pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Let's see now. On this date in 1960, the Huckleberry Hound Show became the first animated program to win an Emmy.
Really?
I think the elevator pitch for that was, what if Andy Griffith was a dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of those shows were stolen.
What did it win an Emmy for?
Yeah. It has to be just the first time that Best Animated Series was in there, right?
Gotta be.
I don't know.
Well, they tackled some tough issues on Huckleberry Hound. The first gay kiss was on Huckleberry.
Where did Snagglepuss come from? Huckleberry Hound?
Boy, he may have been the first gay kiss.
Exit stage left, even.
Oh, I love Snagglepuss.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
That's
I love Snagglepuss, too.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, do you think they did that deliberately?
Oh, absolutely.
Can we gay that up a
Because
little
a lot of them were based on different people, but yeah, he was
kind of a Paul Lind feel.
Absolutely.
1974, a great movie, Chinatown, premiered.
I finally saw that a couple weeks ago.
You finally saw it?
Yeah, finally. All
Did you
these
love
years
it?
you talked about it. Has nothing to do with China or a town.
Oh, it has a lot to do with the town, certainly.
Kind
Do you understand why they call it Chinatown?
So you get the
Yes.
mother-daughter thing, and I want him to stop
Finally.
doing it now?
Yeah.
Daughter.
Yeah. Stop it.
Unsettling.
There's that great scene where he's telling a joke and doesn't realize the guy's right behind him. Oh, that's a classic. In 1975, the movie Jaws was released.
Considered the first summer blockbuster.
Yeah, and a great movie. And you're right. I guess it's I found a thing that said it was playing this weekend. Now I found another one that says it's not. So I give up, Josh. You're correct. It's playing in August now at theaters.
Yeah, the end of August. A must see in theaters. I've never seen it in theaters.
I've never seen. You know what the second summer blockbuster was?
What?
My Dinner with Andre.
Yeah, surprise hit. Huge.
Amazing.
Sleeper, they call it.
Really
Amazing movie.
Everyone had their My Dinner with Andre popcorn souvenir. It comes. It was.
Here's Snagglepuss, everybody.
Exit stage right. Heavens to Murgatroyd. His shooting has improved immensatively.
Immensatively.
And he was an actor, right? He was an actor,
Yes,
yeah.
he's hilarious. And he had an ascot.
Yes.
Oh.
Just an old theater queen.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting.
Would have been better.
How many in the movie Jaws? How many actual victims are there in the movie?
Oh, goodness.
God.
1, 2,
Oh, wow.
3.
Great question.
I'm going to say 4.
The answer is 6 if you include the implied loss of a dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pippet.
But I mean, very few.
Yeah.
And the shark isn't seen until
An hour in?
more than an hour into the
Yeah.
movie.
Mhm.
I mean,
But that only helped, because the shark wouldn't work, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
But it's just
Anticipation.
great filming. And now this is interesting. Murray Hamilton, who played the sort of sleazy mayor that didn't care if there was a shark.
No, he was just worried about the community. That's all.
He wouldn't know if there was a great white shark if one swam up and bit him in the ass.
He was.
Let me tell you something, because I'm not going to go through that again.
He was chosen because he resembled anyone?
Richard Nixon.
Yes.
Really?
Are you serious?
Kidding.
Yeah. The producer said that's why they chose him. He looked like
He's a great actor.
Nixon.
You ever see the movie Seconds?
Yeah, with Rock Hudson.
Man, oh man,
That's
Murray
a
Hamilton.
great
Yeah.
movie. Frankenheimer.
Jaws won 4 Oscars.
Did it win music?
Best sound editing and best score for John Williams.
How does it not win?
It would have won a 5th for Oscar, but Huckleberry Hound, Best Picture. Huckleberry Hound.
Best picture that year, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Well deserved.
Up against Dog Day Afternoon and Barry Lyndon and Nashville.
Wow.
Barry Lyndon has the greatest duel scene of all time.
It's awesome.
It's great. We'll find out more.
Remember that special Huckleberry Hound episode where he drove a friend to get an abortion?
Yeah.
Revolutionary at the time.
I mean, they really tackled it.
It's like the bicycle episode in.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have that kind
Different
of serious but sweet talk with the protesters outside, and they kind of come to an understanding with each other.
Walk in my shoes. It was very, very.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Well, like we've gone off.
On still?
The show has gone off the rails. Perhaps we could do that joke in Korean when we come back. Coming up, more Jaws information for you, even though you didn't ask for it. Also, why is everybody waking up and they're tired in America?
Help me,
I'm just a great big pussy, and I wake up.
I'm just a great big pussy.
Yeah. Also, is your dentist a fake? We'll find out. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
We're trying to see how Chick McGee will do in the cherry spitting competition in the parking lot.
I care for cherry.
No,
Well, here, I'll eat the cherry, then I'll give you the pit.
Oh, no, you don't do that. No.
I've never been so turned on in my life.
Come on.
Now, when you do it, you have to pass it tongue to tongue.
Now, we just talked with one of the champions.
It turns out Nats. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Nats love cherry.
Oh, how about that?
It may just be me that they love. I haven't been able to shower since last Tuesday.
Don't tell us that.
I can't get this wound wet. I'm
that's
sorry.
too
There may
bad.
be a BO issue here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so it's 50 feet to the poster of me.
Right.
Now, is the line is right here where the sidewalk meets the asphalt.
So, has Chick popped a cherry in his mouth? Does he have a pit in there?
Have you ever popped a cherry?
No, never have the pin.
Oh, come on. One time in Welsh, West Virginia.
All right.
Okay, Chick McGee is...
he's at the line. Now, remember...
He's eating the cherry. The pit. Where's the pit in your mouth right now? Oh, he dropped it. Oh, 3-second rule. Oh, I'm sure there are no goose turds. Netta, he put it back in his mouth. Oh, this is where the geese poop all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, they pooped on the other side.
It hasn't rained in 3 months.
Okay, now, is there a line that Chick he can't cross?
You can't cross. Plant your feet.
He's got to get a toe on the line.
You predicted you could spit it how far? 30 feet is what you... Okay, I think you're going to get maybe 20.
I have a severe crosswind. You know that?
Oh, now he's... pussy
yeah.
crosswind.
Well, you know, those crosswinds...
You think the bullet Kraus complains about a crosswind?
Probably.
Uh-huh.
Bitches about a lot of stuff.
Have we got...
Okay, go ahead. Do we have our measuring tape?
It's already marked on the pavement.
Okay, ready? Go ahead. It's off, and it got to the second blue tape.
Which is how far
is that? 20 feet.
20 feet.
Oh.
That's how you. That's
You
what
said 30. There's a significant difference. Okay, now Chick is leaning back. Now, are you folded? Is the pit folded into your tongue? Remember, he said the key is lung power and getting a vacuum seal. He just spit. No.
How much?
What do you think? What is that? That's short of 20 feet.
Short of 20?
Okay, short of 20
feet. It's getting
feet.
worse.
Again, what?
I think you need a...
Yeah, Tom, put your money where your mouth is.
I never said I could do this.
Oh, yeah? Come on.
Come on,
Have these cherries
spit.
been washed?
Come on, Chick. Chew up a cherry for him.
They've been washed.
Feed him like a bird.
Cherries.
Haven't you seen them wash them at the store?
Okay, go ahead. Take over.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Breathe through your nostril.
You look like...
Jeez.
You look like some bad lawyer at the turn of the century in court. Your Honor, I've never known my... Oh, he's ready. Have you swallowed the cherry meat?
No, what's the technique here?
You roll your
Spit
tongue.
it.
Can you roll your tongue?
Spit.
I'm afraid I'm going to swallow it and choke.
Just spit.
Well, we could only hope.
Oh, my God. That didn't even go 10 feet.
Here comes Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, now we have a gal with...
She's got on her Daisy Dukes.
Great lung capacity.
Okay, let me get this microphone down here in front of Christy.
Your mouth, by the way. That's the smallest tongue I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, well,
all right.
That's why I can't do this. I don't think I'm going to be very good.
Like a 3-year-old tongue.
Oh, yeah, 18-year-old tongue is what
Thank
I meant
you.
to say.
All models
the line
on
is
the
where
edge.
the asphalt meets the cement.
He's out here with his cane.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm injured. Do you mind? Okay, step up. You can't take a running start.
All right. Is Christy eating a
Christy
cherry?
has kind of a controversial stance, Bob. She has her feet staggered.
Okay.
And now the technique, Christy, you're supposed to go up and down like you're doing jumping jacks. Remember, it's braless day.
That's right. It is braless day.
Okay, here we go. Christy leans back. Can she spit?
No, you can't make her laugh.
What was that, 2 feet? Was that, how far did that go? 6 feet, okay.
Uh-huh.
I think she got a little on her chin.
How are we on time, Bob? We don't have a scorer's time clock.
Well, we have about 1 or 2 more minutes here.
I've never been a spitter, Bob.
That a girl. That's what I like about
I think those Christy Lee, I've never been a spitter T-shirts might be a big item for the store.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
So how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Maybe a little bit groggy in here.
Can't believe we have to get up so early.
We can get up early
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker. She joins us.
Hi.
Tom,
Hi.
you'll testing. You'll have to mention something about Jess.
I know, and it's one of my pet peeves.
There's Willie.
Why did it?
Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. Go right ahead.
I admire Jess Hooker very much.
That's a lie.
And
that's a total lie.
That's not a lie at all. She's a fine person.
I don't think he admires anyone live, actually.
She's a fine mother. She's a fine broadcaster. She's a fine person. She cultivates a certain look, which I enjoy. Today,
I knew it wouldn't be long till we got out in the weeds.
It's okay.
No,
I always skew like borderline lesbian. Like that's just
no. That's not what I meant. No, today you're wearing a Pacer cap.
I am,
and it's green.
It is.
The Pacer.
So you don't.
It's bright green.
You don't get this. It's green.
But
you understand why it's green.
Oh.
It's for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
It's the only one I have. That's why I'm wearing it.
Yeah, just
I'm not going to go buy a new
There
one.
was a time. There was a time when you could only buy team stuff, any team, any college team in their colors.
There was a time when you couldn't buy anything, any jersey at all.
For example, the Cleveland Browns have the worst colors in professional sports.
They're untouchable. They're classics.
Brown and orange looks awful on anyone. A terrible look.
For those who don't know, what are the Pacers' colors?
Blue and gold.
Blue and gold.
Yes.
Kind of like the University of Michigan.
Yes.
Because I see Ace is wearing a gray Pacers hat and Willie's wearing a gray Pacers hat.
Yeah, see, what's happened in the industry is they've all said, the hell with the colors, we don't care anymore.
Yeah, you're calling out Jess. That's not fair.
No, because he started it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You're right. If I hadn't said something, you wouldn't have said anything about it. Right, Tom?
No, but I appreciate the sentiment very much. And it's a very cute hat. You look very nice in it.
Thanks.
But again, it's
the sentiment.
There's just a.
Whatever.
I mean, can you get a maize and blue Michigan State shirt these days? Probably.
Yeah,
they're missing the point. I mean, is the American flag now going to come in other colors?
Of course not.
No, it's the same thing.
You can get it in many colors.
You go to your little rallies with your signs and your.
I tell you this, it's not my flag. That's right, I'm back.
I'm Bryson the Doubter.
Hi, I'm Bryson the Doubter, Tom.
Now I do.
Not my country.
I do appreciate, for example, when they wear pink in honor of cancer research. I get that. It's great. It's
sure. Cancer given to us by the government. Go ahead.
Bryson, we know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But no, you look great today. No, I was just now the other reason I was talking to you yesterday.
Yeah.
Because are we going to be able to do our off-label experiment today?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got everything.
Okay, good.
I'm ready.
Coming up, we've been talking a lot about Java House, our new coffee here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try a little bit of a Java House on ice cream.
Yeah, that's called an affogato.
What'd you call me?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it's called.
That sounds like a curse word in many languages.
Yeah, no, it's,
You affogato.
You know what? It sounds like Willie when he was like 2 saying avocado.
Yeah.
I want more avocado toast.
Dude, I didn't eat an avocado until I was like 19. I didn't get it. It was green. It was slimy. I was out.
Yeah.
It's my new omelet.
Do you eat anything green?
Mushrooms and avocado. Oh, I'm in.
Didn't you have a policy you wouldn't eat anything green?
No.
True? No?
Now, who's the famous broadcaster that's never eaten a vegetable?
I know who you're talking about, but I can't pull it. I don't know. Forget.
Al Davis?
Al Michaels.
Al Michaels.
Al Michaels.
Oh, that's right.
I don't care for vegetables.
I was just telling my son, Kermit, that.
No. We were talking about the movie Jaws. Today's the anniversary, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Released in theaters. And I was wrong. Apparently, it's not in theaters this weekend. I heard wrong, and I got it wrong. Sorry. But it will be in theaters later this summer. But certainly a great movie. And a couple of odd facts. We mentioned the guy that played the mayor was chosen because he looked like Nixon, Murray Hamilton. He's also Mr. Robinson in the movie The Graduate. Have you ever seen The Graduate?
yes, I have. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Remember the famous line in The Graduate? I've got one word for you: plastics. That was not Murray Hamilton. Did you know this? Jaws was based on an actual incident in 1916, but on the Jersey Shore, a rogue shark killed 4 bathers.
Bathers?
That's what it says here.
Bathers. That's what they would call them in
1916.
Bathers?
Do you call it?
How old are you?
I still call it. I still say, hey, I've got my bathing suit.
Sure. Some people do.
Sure.
So, oh, you mean instead of swimsuit?
Right.
I don't know. I was raised that way.
Actually, we say baby suit at my house.
Oh.
My daughter said baby suit when she was like 2.
No, what do you call it, Christy?
Bathing suit.
Yeah, okay.
We grew up saying either bathing suit or swim trunks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know I thought your family nudists. They didn't wear swimming gear.
That's right. We would go, look at that idiot wearing a bathing suit. Or, my gosh, what a weird family having swim trunks.
Yeah.
Why aren't they out here being free? Let it all hang out.
Now, am I correct in saying, Christy Lee, you've never skinny dipped?
No.
You have not?
I'm not.
Miss Hooker, have you ever?
Yeah, I have.
Recently?
No. In the last 20 years. Yeah.
Ocean, lake, pool?
Lake.
Okay.
Yep.
Josh?
Yes, in the last 15 years in a pool.
Public pool?
No. It was a rented
You
house.
said it was Adult Swim. What is this?
It was an Airbnb, essentially.
Oh, nice. Willie, have you ever?
Yeah, like high school. Yeah, so like whatever. 20
High
years ago.
school. There you go.
Was it a group thing?
It was a group thing. It was a group thing.
Ah, was it
How many in the group?
Yeah.
Like 4 of us, I think. 2 girls, 2 guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice, Tom. There you go.
How about you, Chick McGee?
Yeah, Josh and I, actually. That's who he's talking about. Yeah.
Ace, you ever do the nudie swimming thing?
At a pool.
Okay.
Resident.
Okay, at a resident. Were the owners of the pool aware that you were there?
Yes.
I'm sure that caused quite a problem.
Have you been in your pool skinny dipping yet?
No.
That's all I would do if I had a pool.
Me too. I have my own pool.
In the morning?
Yeah, you could get out there in the morning before anybody's awake and have a nice,
yeah.
refreshing dip. What's wrong with you?
Maybe I should try that some morning.
Yes, you should.
3 in the morning.
That cold plunge. Aren't you dabbling in that? Don't you like that, the cold plunge?
No, I've been getting out of that.
You're out of it now.
No, I've never done it. I've been getting out of it because I keep telling people, "Oh, my cardiologist said I can't do that."
Yeah.
I've never asked my cardiologist, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it. So this is a great excuse.
That's good.
I use that for almost everything.
I know you do.
My cardiologist said I can use more salt.
We put Chick in a dunk tank once, and found out the next day that he had to have bypass. They were like,
that happened.
wow, yeah, you could have, you really could have done some damage.
And the dunk tank was pretty cold.
Oh.
I could have died, Tom.
Oh.
You ever think of that?
Wow.
Congratulations. That was the best wow I've ever heard.
No. Who do you want to speak at the funeral?
Not you, I tell you that.
You know he is.
I'm all I can say about my funeral is I'm glad I'm not going to be there. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Tom does speak at your funeral, do you want us to boo and hit?
Well, now you open up a whole new. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea.
Now
Bring out the headliner.
Give him the light. Okay, here is a
very good.
obscure thing about this. Is the last one about the filming of Jaws. One of you will probably get this. Raise your hand if you get it.
Okay. Don't shout it out or just raise your hand.
Several decades after the movie Jaws was filmed, this guy walked into a seafood restaurant and noticed the menu had an Alex Kintner sandwich.
That's funny.
The woman commented she had played the mother of Alex Kintner years ago in the movie.
Okay.
Now,
I got no idea what you're talking about.
I know this.
question?
I know this story. So I'm not gonna...
Go ahead. Who is Alex Kintner?
He's the little boy that gets killed in the movie.
On the floaty, on the raft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand here and watch you cut open that shark and see that little Kintner boy spill out all over the dock.
So then this story goes.
The cool part of the story is the woman who walked in the restaurant and said she'd played the mother. The owner of the restaurant was the kid who had played Alex Kintner.
Oh, crazy.
That is crazy.
Just by chance, they'd met each other. So they hadn't seen each other since the movie had been shot decades before.
She smacks the hell out of Roy Scheider.
Yeah,
And she's such a good actress, you think that's where you never think you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
That is such a good scene.
That might be one of the few perfect films.
Now I want to go home and watch Jaws.
Yeah, let's do
Now, here's something that I actually noticed. This is really obscure.
Oh, God.
I noticed this. The famous Robert Shaw speech about the sinking of the USS Indianapolis.
That's right.
He has the date wrong.
300 men went into the water.
Yeah, and they
Well, he's drunk.
Yeah, he's
well, that's
Drunk for them.
I guess he was really drunk, though. They all were drunk.
They had to reshoot, but yeah, he got the date. He has the date wrong, but they said that the reading was so good they didn't want to change it. They didn't overdub the thing or not to get it right. So there we go. That's today in history. We also a couple real quick birthdays. The great Brian Wilson, who sadly died last week, born in 1942.
Didn't make it till his birthday.
Would have been 82. I highly recommend the album that has All Summer Long, which does end the movie American Graffiti, by the way, to keep in our movie theme. So just some terrific stuff from the Beach Boys.
It's great.
Listen to the music. Don't read about them. It's too depressing.
Or you can learn about them. You don't.
It's too depressing.
No, you learn about them.
No, don't meet your heroes. Don't meet your heroes, Josh. I know you regretted meeting me. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Summer is upon us and the sun is blistering, and all of my valuables they turn up missing. Can't find my lawn chair, can't find my radio, can't find the yard rake, can't find the garden hose, can't find the cans to throw away the trash. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Yeah, maybe.
Fescue growing up higher and higher. Guess I went a little crazy with the fertilizer. Can't find the barbecue, can't find the meat, can't see the neighbor's house across the street. Couldn't find both hands if I use my ass. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Should have got it earlier, but I'm allergic. Just too cheap to get a service ticket from the city for a violation. Neighbors think I'm dead or on a long vacation. Well, I got a new shiny riding mower with a 3-blade cutter and 2 cup holders. Where it's gone to is just bewildering. Went to ask my wife and children. Find her purse and keys, but they ain't come back. Maybe I should cut the grass. Got so quiet you can't hear the wind blow. And it's getting real shady around the upstairs windows. The dog just whimpers and won't go outside. And I sit up in my bed all night, listening to the lawn clawing at the glass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have.
All right. Very nice, Haywood.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Like our girls have dumped us. Whoa, baby, blow me a kiss as you're leaving. Blow me, oh, a kiss right now. 'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me. Blow me a kiss. Merci, madame, voila les bearded clam. Your biscuit, your beavage, I see your cooter cleavage. Your monkey, your muffin, you ain't had nothing. Your Gucci, your flapper, you're showing off your snapper. Your camel toe, it looks alright, so baby let it show. Looks like a big taco.
repertoire. One man, two women, ooh la la, find a friend to play. Surround my face with tea and day. You say you're straight, but you're not bi. How will you know until you try? The thought of nookie makes you sick. Just hold your nose and take a lick.
I wanna be Bob. What more can I say? I would smoke and drink and play golf every day. I'd have a lady for a caddy. She could hold my balls while I play. I wanna be Bob. We wanna be Bob.
Aging Richard Smoker. Aging Richard Smoker.
His name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Turn out the lights, 'cause I can hardly wait. Yeah. Prison Rich. When I get out, I'm ready to go straight. Comes an Aspen, and Bob likes blues and
This hour, your shot at some serious money because we'll be passing around some of those Hoosier Lottery prize packs. Details coming soon.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
The ladies over there talking, sitting right next to each other, plotting against us, scheming, making plans. Yep. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. Hey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Pat Godwin's in the performance room.
Oh, yeah, Pat Godwin. Yeah, there he is.
You got a song for us?
Thanks for remembering me, everybody. Here in the hole. I don't know what I did wrong.
We haven't played a song today. That's why you had to go into
many songs
timeout.
prepared. I get her.
You're going to have to sing. Just need to sing a little louder so we can hear you from way over there.
Yeah.
So.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds good. Are you going to do a song for us?
What would you like to hear, Tom? Want me to play My Son is 14 for Willie?
Oh, we could. We could
probably have a very similar kind of experience, maybe.
Yeah. Perhaps. While you get ready, I'm just trying to do some over here. I'm looking up. We were talking about the fact that Samuel Morse patented the telegraph on this date in 1840. For information, about the Morse code. You go to .com.
Oh.
.com, you see. You ready, Pat? Pat, I was stalling so you could get your guitar.
He was wearing the guitar.
Before you started talking, he said, I'm ready.
Right. Sorry. Okay.
You ready to go?
Yes.
All right. My son is 14. He may not make it to 15. He has hair on his balls.
Oh!
And it's becoming quite mean. I remember 1 through 10. Oh, he was my best friend. He was as sweet as he could be. Then my little Jimmy G turned 14. Sorry. He won't leave his room. Yeah. Always on his devices. Playing video games and watching YouTube are his vices. He won't empty the trash can. Grunts like a caveman. His hair's the messiest I've ever seen. Acts like he's quarantined. I don't like 14. 'Cause he never showers now. And smells like Bigfoot. He knows everything already. And won't take my input. He doesn't empty the trash can, grunts like a caveman. And if that door is locked, oh, I damn sure better knock, 'cause my son is 14. I'm an older dad in my 60s. I ask him when I'm gone, are you gonna miss me? He mumbles, what did you say? With a look that says, go away. What's a father to do? Friends tell me I gotta wait until he's nice again at 22. My son is 14.
Oh, he's 14.
He won't make it to 50. I messed up the beginning, but
that was great. And you repeated a couple lines, but that's totally a trash.
Now you've ruined his weekend. Are you happy, John?
Well, I would say he ruined his weekend.
Josh is right, everybody.
Yeah. He'll be playing it over. And the next commercial break, I'll walk by. He'll be in there doing that one chord he missed.
Yeah, it's a shame people care around here.
Now, we were talking about the dry bar special you've got coming up. We were talking with Jamie Lissow about that.
There's a new title someone gave me. I don't know if it's appropriate, though. I like it.
What is that?
It's called the Patty Files.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't go with that.
Patty G.
No, I don't.
I see what they're trying to do.
What's the name they had decided on?
Patty File.
Pat, I've gotten too excited about something because of a fun name, and you don't want that one to be the one that you go, because I get very excited about something. Oh, this is funny. Everyone will get the joke, and then they don't. You look like a freak up there.
Oh.
It's come down to identity crisis.
Okay.
Because I close with steal my identity.
It's fine. It's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. When's it coming out?
Well, we've talked about this, and when they give me a date, you'll be the first to know.
You know what? No, Pat, I am on your side about this because I sat in here and witnessed this and heard the conversation. Pat said, I don't know when it's coming out for sure. It's in their hands now. And you are doing this on purpose.
Well, because people want to know when it's coming out.
Well, we don't know.
By the end of the year.
Well, so that's the answer. He doesn't know.
That's what he keeps telling us.
You told me during a break, I'd like to have a date if you don't mind. So I could tell people.
Do I sound like that?
Yes.
Well,
yes, you do.
Worse.
Slightly more boring and condescending.
So I sound like Richard Nixon. Patty G. Where do you keep your Irish whiskey?
In my stomach.
Pat's holding out on me. Let's switch gears here. We're going to go that way to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
A recent survey reveals what are the biggest drains on our energy reserves, us
Our
Americans. The top, what'd you say?
Our boss.
1 in 3 Americans say they feel drained before the day even starts.
I can't get
The
up.
Talk a researcher poll of 2,000 people conducted on behalf of Zip Fizz found 1 in 3.
Wait a minute.
Now there's a name for something.
We have some of that in the green room.
We got Zip Fizz here?
Yeah.
It's a drink?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's powder. Like it's a little thing you put in a water bottle and shake it up.
Yeah.
Is it an energy drink?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they paid for this study, did they?
Sure they did.
See, wait a second
That's how
here.
Talker Research works. They get hired by people that want to promote their products.
So this is, I suppose, if you do a dose of Zip Fizz, you'll wake up quicker?
Apparently, the average American
right. 1 out of 3, sure.
starts to fade by 11:54 a.m.
Well, that's relatively late.
Well, for us.
Most people in here are pretty much out by 9.
Dull interactions, even duller weather, and worries over finances were among the most common drains.
Oh. That's why we're up by 9. Dull interactions.
Other very minor social energy suckers were dealing with office gossip, being subjected to overly personal conversations with coworkers.
Boy, but minor suckers sounds like a movie on your laptop that will get you in trouble.
It's in a file called the Patty File.
I separated it by a few words.
Why are they? This isn't even. If you're looking at the data, 6% of people.
Yeah. I said very minor.
Yeah. Why do they even put that in there?
It's a result.
Yeah, but it's insignificant. 4% of people are bothered at work by overly personal conversations.
3%.
I know, it's way more than that.
It is, yeah.
They just didn't want to admit it. 3% say that colleagues showing something on their phones to them is an energy sucker.
Of course.
I hate that. I love doing that to Josh. Hey, Josh, here's a video. It's 10 minutes long. Walk away. It's like throwing a grenade in the room.
Here are some coping methods to get through the midday slump, according to those that were surveyed. A quick caffeine fix, 25%.
Zip fist.
Turning up the music, 15%. Or sneaking a nap, 15%.
What?
Oh, yeah. Here?
No, here's fine. This isn't a real workplace.
Work is
we
not
often
the only
do.
energy zapper. Lack of quality sleep, 40%. Never-ending cycle of housework, 30%.
Nutrition has to be in there.
They didn't bring that up.
But you know that is.
Of course.
Is an
Do you ever
energy...
get tired after you eat 3 Philly cheesesteaks? Just one
That's what I'm talking about.
I get so sleepy. I can't have 3.5 anymore.
Is there anything there about coworkers talking about playing Wordle? See?
Yeah.
I know we do talk about that, but I think we try to keep it on the down low, don't we?
Yeah, you guys really are pretty good about
it.
talking about it before most of us get in.
Right.
I love that you guys love it, though.
Yeah, I am shocked at how it just has overtaken my life, and if I don't get the Wordle, it's a bad.
It's
deal.
like today when Pat screws up a song. If you didn't get Wordle today, you'd be feeling terrible all week.
Well, not as bad as Pat.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a comeback today. You will. Shake it off. Shake it off.
You got it, buddy.
We have, wait a minute. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Well, we have another fake dentist in the news. We have a mysterious drone and a story about booty call to foodie call. That's right.
Nice.
What does that even mean?
Booty call to foodie call?
Yep, using dating apps to score free meals. We'll talk about it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Can you bring me a cheeseburger? Please.
You put that in your Tinder profile that you're also a DoorDash driver. And you can, I'll bring you food and sex.
They should.
Yeah.
How about that?
So cool.
For free.
Whoredash.
Whore-dash?
Thanks, Matt.
This is a little.
See how I add back
Is
here?
that mobile prostitution? Is that the idea here?
This is a little bit more sinister than that.
Oh,
It's
it is?
not
Okay.
Yeah.
Putting the dong in ding dong. Right now, we're about to do, coming up shortly, an off-label use of Java House. Java House, of course, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show. Java House is also the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Speaking of great energy drinks, the Java House
Arctic Freeze.
Arctic Freeze, which I need one of those right now, as a matter of fact. But Java House also has, of course, tea, lattes, and et cetera, and of course, coffee.
They're black mango.
And the way it works is, just to take it to square one here, here we go. This is a pod from Java House. You don't have to put this in a machine. There's no device required. You just peel the top off, peel and pour. Hot water, cold water, whatever you want to do for your particular coffee, tea, latte, et cetera, et cetera. So break with your brewer. Get started right now at javahouse.com. Now, I said we're going to try some off-label stuff this morning. We have some vanilla ice cream, and we're going to try using a little bit of Java House right on top of that ice cream. I've got a feeling this is going to be great. It was suggested as a special milkshake recipe suggested by one of our listeners. We're just going to do Java House on ice cream.
Affogato.
I'm sorry?
It's called an affogato.
Como arigato, Mr. Affogato. Time for you, as I've said, to break with your brewer. Get started by going to javahouse.com. The promo code is Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Well, that's cool. The code Bob and Tom, javahouse.com.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. Also, we have that thing where you can get a special office demo. All the details are at javahouse.com. Don't forget that promo code, all one big word, bobandtom.com, to knock 25% off your online order. All right. Well, thank you very much. Coming up, the Java House Challenge and more delights, including an unusual story about Napoleon in the news. And also, as you mentioned, fake dentistry. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom.
To conquer and win, we're gonna be in this Super Bowl.
Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, cue 95 with Luciano Gaspacho.
In praise of the Indianapolis Colts.
In a great praise.
Phenomenal.
Here's to a big Super Bowl win this next year.
We hope that you get to sing the national anthem at the Indy 500 next year, Luciano.
Big a star like me, how are they going to refuse?
Bob, a lot of celebrities were in town for the Indianapolis 500, which of course took place yesterday, including a guy from the National Association of Broadcasters who has honored us by stopping by our show this morning. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Ralph Bonarama.
Hey, guys. I just want to let you know that I really respect what you're doing here. I think it's a shame that more kids can't watch your show. Oh, it's on radio. Well, never mind, man.
I wonder about the Hoosier Dome, they call it. Now, when the Colts moved here, they were considering changing their names to the Trojans. Then we were going to rename this place the Condome.
This guy walks into a psychiatrist. Yeah. He says, I feel like I'm a dog. Really? Yeah. The psychiatrist says, how long have you felt this way? He says, ever since I was a puppy. All right, it's a helium Monday, so we should do this properly. Okay. You ready to sing along with it? Mm-hmm. Oh, that feels good. Here we go. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. It's helium Monday. That's right. The high point of your week's arrived. Oh, yeah. It's helium Monday with Bob and Tom. That's us, Bob and Tom.
And by golly,
is it
by God, you can listen to In Minot.
You can.
To KIZZ FM.
Kiz.
Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
That'd be one hell of a radio station.
Stop it. We'll be coming right back.
It's new wax off. Remove old wax and give your car a high gloss shine with wax off. Just jerk off the top and spray a smidgen on your vehicle and apply it with vigorous up and down motions.
Dr. Ruth, he kept undressing me with his eyes. Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Continue.
Yeah.
Put a little extra menthol there on your cigarette.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Haji, put that shaving foam down. Haji, would you like to give your street address? Maybe that'll help some people contact you after seeing this tape. Dick. But the type of people that will be contacting you are medical experimenters, okay? Dick. I wonder if they replace his heart with a gallstone, if his body will still work.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Walenda Brothers Coffee. Good to the last drop. New law firm in the news today.
Really?
Yeah, 3 famous attorneys have formed a new law firm.
Oh, really? Who are they?
Gary Hart, Ted Kennedy, and Richard Nixon.
What's it called?
It's called Dickum, Dunkum, and Cheatham.
I wish you wouldn't make fun of Gary Hart anymore.
Why?
The guy, I mean, he was 6 inches away of becoming president. You know what I mean?
Keep it in your pants, Jimmy.
Get on your knees and pray, and when you get a Woody, take it home to
What are we talking about? Woody Hayes. Of course.
So why do they have one of the main thoroughfares for people in that city? Why don't they build
a little
a tunnel or a bridge? Hey, what a great idea! Guy from USAC goes, golly, Earl, that might be a pretty good idea.
A tribute to the Chicago-born Robert Prevost, the new pope.
I'm Leo the 14th, I am. Yeah. Leo the 14th, I am. I can't marry the widow next door, because I wouldn't be the pope no more. In all these years, I've been celibate.
Celibate.
Never slept with a Nelly or a Sam.
No Sam.
I'm the brand new pope from Chi-Town. Leo the 14th, I am. Woo. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Leo the 14th, I am. Leo the 14th, I am. I can't marry the widow next door, because I wouldn't be the pope no more. In all these years, I've been celibate. Never slept with a Nelly or a Sam.
No Sam.
I'm the first pope that's American. Leo the 14th, I am. Leo the 14th, I am.
Yeah. All right. A nice tribute. I'm sure they'll be playing that at White Sox games during the 7th inning stretch.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah! More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then,
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Hi.
Jess Hooker. William Griswold. Hey. There's Josh Arnold. Ace Cosby.
Hey, dang mosquito keeps bugging.
There's that mosquito.
Oh, man. Tom, can we get a no-pest strip to get rid of these damn mosquitoes?
Come on.
Hey, my cousin Susie, she keeps a no-pest strip between her knees.
Oh, old Suze, how's she doing? All right?
Woo! The odor.
We just call her Buggy.
No. Wow, that was
Hi, Tom.
exhilarating.
It was.
What'd you do? Did you go to...
I had to pee in the ladies' room.
Urination?
Oh, I bet that was exhilarating.
There's no such thing as...
Yeah, there is.
Men's and ladies.
Because the first two in this building are what they call unisex.
Right.
And then you go take a left turn, and then the first one on the right's a men's room. That was so they were all occupied. The next one is officially the ladies' room.
Well, they're in...
so I had to go in there.
They're breaking the law back there, then.
Well, no, I used it. I had to pee.
Would the lady who was sitting there mind that you were peeing between her legs?
You know something? I gave her a free Tampax. She was fine.
Oh, that's right. That's how you keep those broads in line.
That's right.
Hey, it's on the house. No strings attached. Oh, wait a minute.
Would you go into a ladies' restroom if the men's is occupied?
All the time.
All the time?
Sure.
Happened at an event over the weekend. I was at there. All the women's rooms were occupied, and the girl goes, "Anybody in the guys?" And I go, "I don't know." And she just went in. I go, "Okay."
Yeah, no. I who cares? I just go for it.
Did you come out wiping her mouth?
Once again,
jeez,
leading the way down Vulgar Road.
That's right. A road I know well.
You have a house. You have vacation.
I do, yeah. I own property there.
That's right. Vulgar Road.
You own property in such unusual places.
It's right down from Sphincter Lane.
What's the biscuit place you own?
Well, I like to winter in Cheddar Bay.
That's it.
Cheddar
He's
Bay.
just now getting over the fact that, well, Red Lobster, they haven't opened up a new restaurant, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they're all right, but...
they're out there somewhere,
Yeah, they're
right?
still around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I noticed that where we live, the Fridays was bulldozed.
Oh, yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, Fridays is
The whole building is.
yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they going to do with all the strawberry lemonade in there? That stuff is delicious.
I don't know.
Oh, and the deep fried green beans. Come on.
How do you feel about flavored lemonade, Tom? Or is it flavored?
It's flavored, and they sugar the rim. When I was 14, I thought that was the nicest cocktail you could get while out.
I know you don't like.
By the way, sugaring the rim also a sex move, Josh.
I know you don't care for flavored iced tea.
No, that should be illegal.
Opinion on lemonade?
It's okay.
Yeah, strawberry lemonade has its place for sure. It's delicious.
Okay.
Little tip this weekend, chick.
Yeah,
I like lemon
There we
flavored
go.
lemonade.
Wait a minute. Let me get a.
I'm with you, Josh.
Let me get a pen.
When you order your iced tea,
Yeah.
don't get a lemon in it.
No.
Ask for a slice of orange.
What?
You'll thank me.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You're really on some new energy this summer, man.
Yeah, Anderson Cooper does that.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
I am not a fan of the
Just an old theater fan.
flavored tea. Thank you. We have, we're preparing something right now, and here it comes. I mentioned we're going to try a little experiment, the off-label use of a Java House peel and pour pod. As it happens, I am currently drinking a Arctic Freeze from Java House. If you're watching, it's this blue liquid.
Oh my God!
So before I
good.
try this, Jess, why don't you tell us about it?
So it is. Tom didn't realize that it actually is already an existing drink. It's called an affogato. And it's often served as an after dinner drink. So it's your coffee and your dessert together.
I see.
You put a scoop of gelato, usually vanilla gelato, in a glass, and then you put a shot of espresso on top.
And that's what we've done here?
Yeah.
Well,
and which is this is Java House? Which one?
This is our dark roast.
This is delicious.
I mean, it's way better than the ice cream I had this morning when I woke up. This stuff rules.
amazing.
Your breakfast cone?
You know, I know it's bad radio to eat in the air because none of us can talk, but this is so.
It is. It's delicious. You get the sweetness of the ice cream and the acidity and the bite of the coffee. It's really
and it's summery, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Refreshing.
It is nice.
Could someone call our friends at Java House and tell them we'd like them to also bring in the ice cream?
Gone gelato, but not affogato. Am I right?
He is right.
Domo
here without a
Domo Aragato, Mr. Gelato.
The way you're throwing out the comments, we might not let you come back in here, Pat. You're killing it, buddy.
So spell that word again. Affogato. What is it?
AFF.
AFFAGATO, affogato.
Affogato.
It's on most Italian, a lot of Italian restaurant menus.
Yeah.
You know me, I don't read
menu.
menus.
Yeah, there's all kinds of Italian drinks. There's a coffee that you put lemon in. It's I learned a lot when I did a little bit of
You
research.
ever do the butter in the coffee?
I do.
It's not bad, actually.
It's not terrible at all.
Yeah, that's bulletproof coffee. That is good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Butter makes everything better. And those that are opposed to butter, we'd like you to leave our country.
That's right.
There are you anti-dairy people. I'm a friend of the hardworking dairy farmers, some of the greatest people in the world.
You're an anti-margarinite.
I am.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, that's right.
About oleo.
Yes, just build a wall of margarine for me, won't you? This is just delicious. Now,
It reminds me how much I like coffee ice cream, actually.
Yeah.
and what's the one, not sea salt.
The C word.
That's toward the ocean, right?
That's exactly right.
That's a different drink.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
What is the one with the saltiness? The coffee.
Salted caramel?
Salted caramel.
Yeah, we could have put that on top. That would
I
be
want to,
delicious.
this weekend, I'm going
What
to
do you
get.
call the caramel flavor that they put salt in it? What do you call that?
I love this game. Which is it?
I couldn't remember, okay? Sorry. I have important things on my mind.
You're going to try that?
You think world peace is going to happen without me thinking about it?
You're right.
Chick, I always forget. Who's the guy that played guitar in the Jimi Hendrix Experience? I can never remember his name.
Buddy Miles? No,
Lloyd
that's not right.
something?
We've also been told that the hot cocoa on the ice cream is real good.
I can't imagine. I bet that's delicious. And obviously, the French vanilla latte would be good on top of ice cream. Yeah.
So now, theoretically, I could walk over there to our Java House display and choose a pod and go ahead and dump it right in here, right?
Jess.
All you needed was a belch there, and you would have been perfect.
You ate the whole thing?
Hell yeah.
All right.
I've been working with her for 50 years. She's never eaten the whole thing of anything.
Yeah. This is the
Never.
person who can parse out a Kit Kat bar for a month.
Yeah, that was really
Whole
good.
raisin nuts.
I have a half sector a day.
So we have just discovered an off-label use for Java House. Thank you very much. What a delight. And thanks to the listener who made that suggestion.
Yes.
Now, I've lost my place. Where were we? I was in the ladies' room. I'm back out now.
Are they labeled that way?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Labeled.
I don't think they can.
No.
Women's room.
In the main building over there.
Oh, yeah, they have to
The
be
first one is a men's room. The second one's a ladies' room.
Did you do a knock? Hey, excuse me. Anybody in here?
There's
Clear?
no one. It's a Friday. There's no one.
Did
no one here.
There's no chance.
Did you guys like the picture placement that I did in the men's restroom?
I love
over
it.
there?
Oh, you mean the Elton John picture over the urinal?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It's a little bit
I thought it
funny,
was
that
funny.
thing in your hand.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
It's hard to pee with an erection.
Josh is in there tilted over like an isosceles triangle.
Can you do that?
No.
In a urinal, it's way easier.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have to wait.
It's harder to adjust the
I
direction.
don't know how
It
you guys
is.
walk around with those things.
I don't either. Where do you put them in your pants? I never really get that.
Left, right, down, up.
Yeah, what?
I
You
don't
ever
know
sit
why.
on it,
I don't know
or-
why it took them so long to come up with little pockets in underwear.
Yeah.
So you have it has a place.
It's like a
It
sleeping
does?
bag for it. It's
Yeah.
nice.
You have a little pocket in your underwear?
Really nice.
Sure, yeah. It doesn't get too hot.
No.
No, not at all.
Do you put all of it in or just the...
Just the tip.
I love that game.
Oh, you put all of it in, including
and even the...
Jim and the twins.
Really?
Yes.
It all fits underneath
Yes.
there?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be darned.
I know they have strap-ons for sexual pleasure.
Yes,
but,
they do.
But do they have like real, like ones that are really like a guy's thing, so that a girl would know what it feels like to walk around with one?
Oh,
that's interesting.
Like an empathy penis.
Yes.
Like a real one?
Exactly.
Is there an empathy belly when
You strap it on, and if you drink too much, it doesn't work.
Yes.
Yeah, here's one on the internet. Faux Dick Industries.
Yes. You can get the high school model where all of a sudden a chick gets erect for no reason.
FAUXDICK, Faux Dick Industries.
You get the high school version and a textbook to put it in front of your girl.
Very good. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom program emitting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. And we have some Indiana Pacers fans in the room.
Heck yeah.
3 of whom are wearing caps of different colors. But the next game, the last game of the NBA season officially will be Sunday night. We had some great audio. Can we share a little bit of that again for those that are just joining us? This
is Pascal Siakam's dunk in Korean.
So interesting.
And this is the same play, Siakam dunk in Portuguese.
8 pontos de vantagem. Halliburton tenta roubar. Rouba a bola. Faz o passe com Siakam. Pascal!
That's the no-look pass.
Siakam volta alguém. Bridgefield House rapaz.
It's amazing. It's so interesting. Are those games, is that the television commentary? Presumably?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Is there a Russian version?
I would think.
You think? Really?
It's worldwide, I guess.
How many of those announcers are actually at the game physically? Or are they watching it on a satellite?
You always hear about we have 100 requests for media passes or whatever, so I'm assuming they're there. I think anything else would be fake, right? Ingenuine.
They do a lot of
that's being done now.
racing's doing. They're like, especially the F1 races. They're sitting in a room.
And there are Russian broadcasts, Jess. They only do Brittany Griner games.
And by the way, what's she pissed off about this week?
Oh, who knows?
You know that she's back in America enjoying freedom. Okay, sorry.
All the fans.
Freedom.
Does she
That's
play?
what she's
Freedom to
upset
bitch.
about.
Yeah, she plays with Atlanta now.
Oh, really?
Wow. She was pissed off about something this week.
It was the fans. It was that the WNBA is getting too big and it's a distraction.
Yeah, sure. Well, don't cash the checks, bitch.
Go back to the gulag.
Well, hey, Napoleon's iconic.
What?
Do you think you'd miss a gulag?
I'd miss a goulash.
You go to the bathroom at the fair, you have that smell, and you're like, oh, man. Times were so bad. Where are they?
Napoleon's iconic bicorn hat.
What?
Bicorn hat. You know the hat he wore?
Tricorn, isn't it?
Well, it says tri here.
Oh, that's right, because it only has 2. That's right.
Gotcha.
And
Tricorn's 2,
and he wore it.
tricorn's
And he
3.
wore it famously. He wore it sideways, so they know that he was the head honcho.
No, because he was crazy, right?
It's kind of
He
a
stuck out
wack.
his tongue, crossed his eyes.
Several other of his possessions are going up for auction. Over 100 relics, including his battered military hat.
How about his Vote for Pedro T-shirt?
That's Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're a little confused there.
Willie wore one of those I loved that.
They'd
Vote for
auction
Pedro.
off Napoleon's testicles, but they're in Josephine's purse.
No, they're in New Jersey.
A sleeve from his red velvet coat and the divorce papers from Empress Josephine
Oh, that
are
bitch.
currently on display in Paris ahead of the Sotheby's auction.
They get a lot more for her underwear, I'll tell you what.
Well, the hat is estimated to sell for over $500,000, while the entire auction is aiming to make an excess of $7.5 million. Where does that money go? To the French government?
Whoever owns it. Whoever owns the stock. Here we go, Chick. You were joking, but hang on a minute.
Yes, sir.
Napoleon's male member is in New Jersey.
Huh.
I'm not joking.
How do they know that?
In like the Henry Ford Museum or
Here
something?
it is. Here it is. Napoleon's 1.5-inch penis.
Oh.
Huge. Now remember, but I
1.5 inch.
Well, it probably shrunk up since
I think
I would think
it is in.
All of a sudden, Josephine is a tremendous woman.
It is alleged to be in the possession of a New Jersey urologist's daughter.
Weird.
I love this joke. Yeah.
Dr. John K. Latimer paid $3,000 for the 1.5-inch long phallus at an auction in Paris in 1977. His daughter is believed to be the organ's current owner. She said her father never showed it to anyone. He never told anyone. He bought it and just put it under his desk and kept it there. Ms. Latimer is now 75. She said the penis is said to have been part of a collection of items owned by the priest who administered Napoleon's last rites.
Odd.
There'll be no tip, but I'll take this. I'll tell you that.
What a weird thing to...
Well, Napoleon must have been a grower then, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think if once you drain the fluid out of it, I think it's going to be...
Well, sure. Blood is what makes an erection.
Well, yeah.
It's a Bonaparte.
It is a
From many others. Sorry.
Bonaparte.
That's Tarantino's adult cinema brand, right? A Bonaparte. No, a band of.
Oh,
I mean, if it really was an inch and a half in today's world, he wouldn't have a horse; he'd have a Corvette.
Oh yeah, a lot of.
You make that joke now that you got rid of the Corvette?
Exactly. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Oh, I was on this website looking at all this stuff from Napoleon.
What else is there?
You were looking at Napoleon's penis.
No, I don't have his penis. I was looking at the stuff that's on up for auction. They think the sleeve of that coat, which looks like it's horrific looking, will go to 20 to 30,000 euros. Which I don't know about that. There's a footrest he put his foot on. But that's a bargain at 1,000 to 1,500 euros.
And he was not that short, by the way.
No, wasn't he 5'6" or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is something weird I just encountered.
Yeah.
A list, you can compare your height to famous leaders.
Really?
In the world.
That's one of the best parts of going to Madame Tussauds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Stalin kind of short? Or Lenin? Or one of them?
Queen Elizabeth was 5'4". This is fascinating. There's some of these people did you know that Donald Trump is like 6'3",
right?
According to this, Putin 5'6". Ooh,
oh,
that explains a lot.
Napoleon complex there, huh?
Wow.
He doesn't look 5'6".
Well, I'm sure they photograph him so that he looks taller.
Many of the world's heroes are shorter than you would think.
Hitler just over 5'7".
As I said.
Che Guevara 5'8".
There really is something to all that. Wow.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Now, we'll push on. Right now, I want to remind you about our friends at the Silac Insurance Company. If you've been following the stock market at all lately, it is a roller coaster.
Volatile, Tom.
Yeah, and you want to counter that volatility with something called an annuity. That's what the Silac Insurance Company is all about. So when you retire down the road, you will have a steady income. And by the way, it's very interesting because you won't be stressing about your retirement running out, your money running out, because with an annuity that won't happen, and you cannot outlive your money. Get all the details about this by just talking to the folks at Silac. See if this is for you. Some restrictions apply. If it is for you, well, to get the information, you got to go to silacins.com. And by the way, that's spelled SILAC. Another way to get that information, very simple, is to pick up your phone and call this number. You hit that pound sign and then go 250, pound 250. Say the keywords lifetime income, and you could find yourself getting information about annuities. Pound 250. And just say lifetime income, or go to bobandtom.com. We've got a link there, or silacins.com. Find out about what annuities. What annuities are all about from the experts at the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. What's coming up? What are you doing?
What? I'm sorry. Oh, could you hear that?
Are you still eating your ice cream?
I'm eating my Java House ice cream.
It's good.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay. Well,
would you cover my body in this and then lick it off?
Help a friend.
Nobody saw that coming, huh? That's what I told Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, Daddy.
I have no idea how we derailed.
Big Daddy.
I promise you, the odds are 50-50. We'll be back on track when we come back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of
Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Oh, God. He never gets this right in the live show.
Hi, Tom here. God knows I'm not perfect. I guess I can be difficult and sometimes perhaps a little demanding. Oh, sure, some might say tyrannical, but I don't get it. I try to be a nice guy, but lately it seems that everybody's pissed at me. My friends are pissed, my doctor's pissed, my mother's pissed, my lawyer's pissed, my waiter's pissed, and Chick is pissed. Everybody's pissed at me. My banker's pissed, the band is pissed, my plumber's pissed, the fish are pissed, my barber's pissed, my brother's pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Tom, you are an evil bastard. We're all pissed at you today.
I am sick of all your bitching. Here's a check. Go away. Yeah.
Your boss is pissed, your kids are pissed, your neighbor's pissed, your sister's pissed. We'll bet even God is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me. When I wrote my pissed off list, I'm sure there's someone that I missed, and that will probably make them pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Very justifiably.
Everybody's pissed at
your friends are pissed, your partner's pissed, your mother's pissed, your lawyer's pissed, your waiter's pissed, your dog is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me. Paging Michael Hunt. Paging Michael Hunt. Is Mike Hunt here?
All right. You ready for this?
We are ready.
Lavelle, you have, I believe, your wife's dog, the Shih Tzu.
Yeah, it's a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
Japanese crap through the house.
You were saying you wanted to get a new dog, so we were giving you some dog tips. Now, I'm a big fan of the Golden Retriever.
Oh, man.
Maybe I could see you with a Golden Retriever.
No, man, that's not a black dog. I'm sorry. Them Golden Retrievers need love.
Mm-hmm.
Black dogs, we chain them to a tree, with a truck chain, and you ever see at a real black people house, the dog be running around the tree on the truck train. He don't even bark no more. He just yelling, help, 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 help. Somebody give me some help. Call the dog whisperer. Give me some help. We don't take our dogs to the doctor. Come on, man. But it's just the thing about it. I want a dog. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to have a dog, I want a man dog.
You need a Rottweiler.
Yeah, Rottweiler, a pit bull, a mastiff, or a mutt mixed with Rottweiler, pit bull, mastiff, a little mountain lion in him. I can't pet him, but he scared me to death, but I take him out anyway. Because like that, I'm looking at this. I'm thinking of this. We in 2010. You don't know what's going to happen. I might be the last man on earth, like I Am Legend. And I don't want to be out here as I Am Legend and got a Shih Tzu as my guard dog.
It's not going to eat zombies.
Right. He's not going to eat zombies or demon dog. He's going to jump in my pocket. Do something. Do something. They're messing up my coat. Lousy Shih Tzu.
But you dip a zombie in grape jelly.
Hey, I don't know how. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm going to eat him before he eats me. Especially if I'm the last man on earth. Who you going to tell?
That's right.
But I mean, I don't like German Shepherds, but I do. I want a dog that people are scared of. And see, I live in Studio City in California where it's dog lover haven. Dogs walk around with sweaters on and you know they got bottles of water. You got to pick up their poop, man. Come on, man. I'm glad my dog little. Poop ain't that big, you know, because I mean if he pooped like some of these dogs, I mean a mountain of poop and they got to shovel it up into a little plastic bag. I mean and the dog look like you better get it before you get a ticket.
Well, in your case, obviously since your dog does it primarily in your home.
Right. Well, but I mean he don't do it in the house no more. Because I laid down the law.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, that's what.
How'd that go?
That's what newspaper subscriptions
sounds like there was an incident.
It was kind of, his butt was sore. I'm gonna just let you know that.
Here's what you do.
Yeah, right. I mean, I know people are dog lovers, and you don't want to be offending nobody. Like, oh my God, because people treat dogs better than they treat adults. You know, I'm for real, man. I was watching Animal Planet one day, and there was a guy out in the water drowning. And there was a dog out there drowning, and they threw a life preserver out there. And they say, put it around the dog. We'll get you next. People love dogs. And see me, my neighborhood, I want to shake it up, you know, because I live with all these nice-looking dogs running around. They all walking around bougie little uppity dog show dogs. I want to have an animal that ain't nobody going to, you know, be able to feel safe around, like a hyena.
A big, ugly dog.
Like a hyena. Or a baboon. You know, a baboon, you have a baboon on a leash.
No,
Oh, my God. That would freak somebody out because a baboon not only will eat you, it will grab hold of you and eat you and while you're looking at you. Right. That's a pet.
Wow. I want a pet I can fight off.
Those scare me. I'm like, bad shock move. I don't want no cutesy wuzzy dog. I mean, my dog got to be able to do something. I'm sorry. I mean, my dog, the dog we got now, he's just
doesn't do anything.
He don't know no trick, but he know how to get the food.
What's his name?
Big Larry.
Big Larry.
Of course. What else would it be? What does he weigh?
He's a little pipsqueak dog. He's a little, I mean, he's probably about 9 pounds.
Okay, Big Larry.
Big Larry, yeah, we call him Big Larry. I just got a game.
Please play responsibly. How cool is that? Some Hoosier Lottery tickets right now. Be our 9th caller. You know the number. Dial carefully. Don't dial carefully. You might meet a friend.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick.
Tom, I met a guy yesterday who complimented you.
Oh, what was that about?
It was in a parking lot. His name's Frank. He was driving like a wrecker.
Oh, nice.
Some kind of big old tow truck looking thing.
Towing cars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he said, I just want you to know that Tom, the best thing Tom ever did was hiring you, Josh. And I thought, what a lovely compliment.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Really sweet thing for
So I wanted to share that with you.
And where was he towing your car?
He was towing it out of the ravine that I had driven in.
Okay.
What a nice man.
Yes.
We were talking about Napoleon.
Yeah.
Because they're auctioning off all his stuff.
I'm fascinated by this website.
And
I need to get
they always make jokes about how short Napoleon was. Not really that short for his time, 5'6".
And was he insane? Don't they make that joke too?
But
like in the cartoons and stuff, he has his hand in his coat, and you know.
But there's this website where you can compare yourself to several world leaders in height. Abe Lincoln almost 6'4".
Wow.
Charles de Gaulle over 6'4". Malcolm X 6'3.5". Fidel Castro 6'2". This is interesting. Saddam Hussein 6'2". Barack Obama 6'1".
What about Golda Meir? Are we taller than her?
Yes.
All right.
5'2".
Golda my ass, right?
Not my prime minister or whatever.
This is interesting. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, 7'1". I had no idea.
But could not hit the 3.
Yeah.
Ergo never really made it in the WNBA.
She was a rim protector, though, I'll tell you that.
Who's the tallest person here? Ace, how tall are you?
6'2".
Josh, how tall are you?
I'm shorter than I'm 6'1".
Yeah?
I'm 6.
Yeah.
Just
I'm 6 feet.
Yeah.
Give or take an inch. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Tom and I are about the same height.
Yeah, I know Christy's shorter than my 12-year-old. We learned that yesterday.
Yeah, thanks, Finn.
We were taking pictures.
Yeah.
She's bigger than you now?
Yes.
That makes me so happy.
Does she have your brother's height?
She
I don't know.
does.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Seems very tall.
King Charles is only 5'8".
I thought he was a lot taller than that.
Yeah.
He's lanky. He's a lanky 5'8".
His
looks funny.
His ear span is
Prince
7'2".
Charles is only 5'8".
Now, here we go.
William's got to be 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
Well, he grew right through his hair.
He sure did. Here we go. Here's one for you, Christy. Pope Francis, 5'8".
It probably doesn't have Pope Leo on there yet.
Yeah, is the new Pope bigger?
Well, let's look.
5'1.5".
Now, we just saw a photograph of the new Pope at the radio station in the Vatican.
Well, the radio shortwave station, yeah, for Vatican City.
But I mean,
that's pretty cool.
Is he doing the morning show?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, good morning. Traffic snarled out there in the Vatican City.
We're getting today started with a little cannibal corpse.
Can you imagine going, you know what I can't stand? Those Vatican City cops. They give me a ticket every time. I'm in a Pope mobile, and all they do is just sit there waiting.
Do you know who the shortest U.S. president ever was?
Yeah.
James
Madison.
Madison.
Yeah, 5'4".
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
He's a real tiny guy.
The height of Pope Leo is not publicly available, but sources say it's approximately 5'9". So.
Okay.
And wasn't James Madison just a handsome man, wasn't he?
Are you being sarcastic?
No. I think he was acclaimed as one of our most handsome presidents. I think. Or was he fastidious? If you know, a confirmed bachelor.
I know none of those.
Forgetting what room.
I don't know.
When you call a guy,
He looks like George Washington.
Yeah, when you call a woman a handsome woman,
Ooh.
like that's not a compliment,
Not
right?
even close to I think at one time it was,
Yeah.
but now it's
So
to
would-
me it's a manly woman.
So would you say like B. Arthur was a handsome
Yes.
woman?
Yeah.
I would say like Tony's mom in The Sopranos. I think Natalie Marchand, I think is her name.
Yeah.
She's a handsome woman.
Yeah.
It's because
Glenn
they
Close.
have masculine features.
I think so, but I don't know that it always started that way.
Okay.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Very handsome.
So who's your most handsome president, Christy?
Oh, why do you do this to me? Honestly, I would think it would be Barack Obama. He was very handsome.
Obama, JFK. It's all the guys that were young when they were in office.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's an official list. You're right, Christy. JFK, number 1. Number 2, honorable mention, Barack Obama. Number 3, Franklin Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we looked him up. He's got... I don't know about that. It depended on the photograph you saw, or the painting.
I think the idea of handsome and beauty has changed greatly over the years.
Well, and that's true, too.
Yeah, because I would go Teddy Roosevelt every time. I think he's...
Teddy Roosevelt's number 4, and number 5, Ronald Reagan.
Wow.
Oh, but sure. I mean, a younger Ronald Reagan.
my gosh,
he
when
was
he was a
very
movie star?
super handsome. Yeah.
He had a really weird hairline. Is it just me? Is it
No,
odd?
he did.
It looked like it was advancing down his face instead of receding. It was not. Yeah.
It's time for us to advance into the world of news at the Silac Insurance News Desk with, no, it's not. Sorry. Just give me the teaser, Christy. Sorry.
We still haven't gotten to our fake dentist story. We have a mysterious drone in the news. We have a drunk guy on a camel.
You know, if I was going to fake something, I think dentist would be last on the list.
What would you
Seems
fake?
unpleasant.
I would try to fake surgeon before I'd fake dentist.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
How would you fake being a surgeon?
Well, a surgeon, you could stand around a lot and hold your hands up and ask for instruments.
You could, I think, you could fake being, especially if it was a doctor that didn't do anything but write prescriptions, which of course is your ideal job.
I think I would fake being a radio broadcaster. I think I'd be pretty good at acting like I knew what I was.
We've been doing that for years.
Oh, yeah, we've perfected that. We'll come right back with the real thing, I hope. From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
There he is. We're talking to comedian Dusty Slay. And Dusty, I recognize you right away. You got a full beard, though. The stash is your trademark. You got the you're going kind of for the Jesus if he had glasses and a cap on look.
Well, I can't be rolling around out here beardless. I don't need people seeing this chin, you know?
I see.
Great to see you, Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, great to see you. I'm pumped to be here.
Dusty Slay is a great comedian, and he's got a Netflix special that, as they say, was just dropped. I'll speak English. It was just released.
Yes.
You can see Workin' Man, which got us talking about the band Rush, Dusty, when we heard the phrase Workin' Man.
Well, I'm a little bit of a fan, and someone said that I might get a call from them about some copyright thing with the name, and I said, I'd love to talk to them.
Let's do it.
Well, you've got a tour going, and Geddy Lee has a book coming out, so we're even. Dusty has an interesting background. You were a working man there for a while. You had some real jobs. Weren't you a waiter for a long time?
Oh, yeah. Well, I worked a lot. My dad thinks I'm still in high school. I don't think he thinks I've ever worked a day in my life. He goes, what's this working man thing you're talking about? But yeah, I waited tables. I used to work in Charleston, South Carolina at a restaurant called Hyman's, which is located on the same block as a restaurant called Sticky Fingers. And, I'm not making that up, just telling you where it is.
I remember that.
It's a seafood place. Hyman's a beautiful seafood place.
We've been there, too.
It's great. It is great.
Yeah.
And you were a waiter there. Were you a good waiter?
I think I was pretty good. I had a little bit of an attitude problem towards the end, but I think I was good, People would come in there and they would ask for weird things. They'd be like, they'd be like, you know what? I haven't done this joke in a long time, and I even forgot the joke. They're like, these jokes are not on the special. I didn't forget any. They're like, what's a good wine with the fried catfish? And I'm like, I don't know, a Budweiser.
There we go.
It's a hot joke. It's a hot joke.
Dusty, you have done a number of the late night shows. Do you remember what was the first one you did? Do you remember?
Very first late night, I did Jimmy Kimmel, and I never tell people to go watch that one. I feel like that one was not that good. The jokes are great, but I don't know how to prepare for a late night at that point. But my first Tonight Show, very good.
Cool. Well, let me ask you this. Since you've said that the Kimmel event did not go well, why don't you share? What was the first joke you did on it? Do you remember?
Well, I did a joke, trailer park joke. I said, I grew up in a trailer park. We had a lot of fun, but I'm not sure why they call it a park. There were no rides in there, no water slides. We had like an occasional slip and slide or like an old tarp with some Dawn dish detergent. We put our slip and slide over a tree root one time because we was going to jump it. And that's not how that works at all.
I like that very much.
I hit that tree root. I just got up and got a job,
Hey, it's Josh Arnold. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. During these commercial breaks, I get to enjoy some quiet time here in the studio. That's right. That's because while everyone else is in the break room waiting in line for that dirty old coffee machine, I'm enjoying some Josh time. Yes, just me and my Java House Peel and Pour pod. That's right. The rest of them can spend the next 6 minutes fighting over who gets to drink from that outdated technology. Not me. I just grab my favorite Java House pod, peel back the lid like so, pour it into my hot water here, and the rest of the break is just Josh and his amazingly smooth coffee. Barista quality. That's it. No muss, no fuss, no brewer required. Smooth as can be.
Hey, Josh, sorry I'm late. I was standing behind all those guys at the coffee machine. They're blocking my way.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Isn't it time you broke up with your brewer? Get started at javahouse.com and use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, boy.
It turns and sways.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got
forward.
one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What?
There we go. Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me, okay.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
DryerReinboldBMW.com.
Check it out. Test drive a BMW. Beautiful.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's samba time. Is this a samba, Christy? A limbo? What is this?
Samba. I think it's samba to this.
What is the samba solstice?
Samba
Oh, nice.
Was it?
A little fun with words.
Samba time, samba time, samba, samba, samba.
Christy
time.
Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Cut that out. There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
I think I prefer Mungo Jerry's in the summertime.
Oh,
Man.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like the part in that where the song stops and he just goes.
Yeah, yes. A lot of Bobby McFerrin-esque things going
It's
on.
very silly. The jug.
Love it. Ace Cosby's here. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Hello, Tom. Oh, Pat Godwin. Yeah.
Oh, Godwin Gay in
Pat's in the glass booth with us. So thank you, Pat. You got another song coming up?
Many songs, Tom. Many songs.
Many songs. And we were going to get to Christy Lee at the news desk. Well, wait a minute. I'm getting the signal. Oh, nope. No, we're not. Sorry, Christy. It's Jeff Oskay.
Jeffy.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Jeff.
How's it going?
Good.
Oh, I'm here at the Failed Invention News Desk. We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we've failed to mention.
Here's Jeff Oskay with Failed to Mention News.
Python hunting is back on in Florida right now. What you failed to mention, that's a real battle royale down there. A bunch of snakes high on flushed meth and bath salts getting hunted by a bunch of dudes high on meth and bath salts. We'll see who the winner is. We learned that orgy DJs are a thing.
Yeah, we did.
Really?
What you failed to mention, hey, I'll DJ your orgy. I go by the DJ name DJ Watch You Bang But Won't Tell a Soul. Two bagpipers got in a fight. What you failed to mention, I think they were just trying to knock the wind out of each other.
There we go.
Yes.
Yes. Good, buddy.
Yeah, it's for your dry bar special.
One of the heads of the morgue at Harvard was caught selling body parts of cadaver donations on the black market. Ooh. Well, you failed to mention that'd be my luck. I'd pass. My family donates my body to Harvard. I finally get to Harvard. Next thing you know, my cold dead body is getting backdoored into a U-Haul rental truck off the back dock so some necrophiliac from Nebraska can have his way with me.
Sweaty. Or an anatomy class at a community college.
Exactly. We learned of Ozempic penis, where the man's junk appears larger due to their extreme weight loss from using Ozempic.
Cool.
What you failed to mention, I have the opposite. I have what's called ding dong, where my wang appears smaller due to the extreme weight gain from eating nothing but Hostess snack cakes for the last 2 years.
All right. I love a good ding dong.
I love that.
Man.
And finally, Singapore has now has a thing called Beans and Beats, where coffee houses turn into dance clubs at 4 p.m. and they still just serve coffee. What you failed to mention, not to be outdone, the U.S. has launched Star Tucks, where at 4 p.m. coffee houses turn into strip clubs. Star Tucks.
Tuck in the dollar bill, yeah.
Oh. Like Starbucks.
I wish I would have ended on ding dong.
Yeah, ding dong.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
Too.
Yeah.
I know. I can feel the energy.
But that's good though. Now Pat Godwin feels a lot better about screwing up his song.
And finally, a female reporter had sex on air while reporting from the opening of a new swingers club. What you failed to mention, hey, Tom, why don't you send me out on reports like that? I'd be stuck here in the newsroom touching myself. Send me to the running of the bulls or Dildo Fest 25. Send me to cover that volcano that just exploded.
I just got something I haven't told you yet. It's Pride Month. I'll give you the details on your assignment in a few minutes.
Well, hey, how about sending me to Nudes a Poppin'? Oh, we waited too long. I looked it up. The last Nudes a Poppin' event, 2019. Apparently, there were no nudes that hadn't yet been popped. So they've waved that off. Just to let you know, though, the AVN's coming up January 21st through the 24th in Vegas. Just to let you know.
Okay.
I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been
What You Failed to Mention News.
Yeah, Jeff.
Hey, Jeffy.
Is he wearing a tie? You're not wearing a tie.
Yeah, he's
It's a bow tie.
hidden by the beard.
I couldn't even see it.
Tom, would you go to Vegas 21st through the 24th to the AVNs? Josh and I will go with you.
I have absolutely no interest in that.
Can you imagine sitting with Tom watching all the nominees walking in and out, the entire crowd?
It would be worth going for that.
He would be sitting there with
bubbles.
Yeah.
He'd be have a bottle of sanitizer with him the whole time.
Do these pornographic actresses, do they get up there and, I want to thank my parents for all their support over the years?
I want to go, and I want to go with Josh just so he can see me get legitimately starstruck when I meet Gianna Michaels in the elevator. I can't even talk. I just freak out.
Would you guys
legend,
get excited if you saw your favorite person in the wild like that?
Gianna Michaels specifically, I would say.
Porn star?
Yeah. Would you get aroused, excited?
Oh.
Maybe, but I think I was going to go, hey, thank you so much. Your work really helped me from 12 to 14.
Not meeting them, but Gianna Michaels, I got a lap dance from her.
Oh
you did?
Yeah.
You didn't know that, Willie?
No, I forgot about it.
How much was that?
And wasn't it one of the best lap dances?
That was Shyla Style.
Oh,
I don't know
But
if
Gianna Michaels was one of the best.
If you guys get the context of this from me, this would be like if Josh's college roommate was Jack Black. Like that's how big of a deal.
What's it cost, Josh?
Gianna Michaels was a couple $100. Ooh. Because it was I want to say it was $100 a song or something.
Oh, my God.
And I got 2 or 3 songs.
Did you tell your dad you did that?
Did I tell my dad I did that? No.
Why would you tell your dad?
He likes
Would you tell your dad?
Because I was just going to say,
why would I tell my dad?
Right?
Was there...
I'll be disappointed for him since he's not here.
Was the other girl more expensive? Was one more popular than the other?
They were both considered very prolific in the industry.
But didn't Shyla tell you you're not getting out of here until you...
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And so that ended up being a little more expensive.
Yeah.
And worth every
dry cleaning.
You're so frugal. You're such a frugal guy, and money wise, I'm glad to know what you do spend your money on.
That was in my 20s.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not that frugal.
I know, but compared to the people in this room, you are.
Oh, I'm not.
What the hell is that supposed to be?
How many pairs of shoes have you bought this morning?
This morning?
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
The profligate John.
Oh, sorry. Was this a celebrity bartender thing? Like that kind of is. How are you able to get strip dances from established porn stars?
They were also feature dancers, so they would travel and they would tour.
Used to be. Is that still a thing?
I don't know since COVID if it's still a thing. And also my interest in that has waned significantly.
Yeah.
I don't look up to see who's in town.
Let me check.
There was a time.
Famous whores in town.
Right.
Yeah. This is an entirely different world for me. You guys might as well be speaking Chinese.
I would pay $1,000 to see Tom interact with the adult cinema world.
Yeah. We had porn stars in here.
Well, but that was, I mean, she's
it
like
freaked me out.
She's from here though, so she was kind of a member of the family. She was.
We've had a couple of them. We had who's the famous one?
Nina Hartley was.
Nina Hartley was in here. She was actually quite nice.
Hypatia Lee was here,
and she took off all her clothes. That freaked me out.
Hypatia Lee.
Yeah.
She had on red shoes. I'll never forget because that's all I could stare at.
You looked at her feet.
Yeah.
In here?
She was sitting,
Where was she sitting?
As she said, she was wearing a two-piece, her red shoes. That was it.
Red high heels.
That's funny.
That was a good line.
She was wearing red high heels.
And do you remember Nina Hartley actually gave our audience a really good tip?
Yes, about shaving down there.
If you're shaving down there, if you get red bumps, what do you do?
Visine gets the red out.
Off label, or in this case, on labia.
If Nina Hartley isn't an actual doctor, she's like damn close to being some sort of like therapist and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really
Did she
educated.
live in a thruple? Didn't she have?
Maybe. I don't know too much.
She did. I think she
That
and
sounds
another
right.
gal and a guy were.
She's in Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
She's William H. Macy's wife.
Right, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
The driveway scene is quite spectacular.
That's right. It's really something.
Okay. Now, Christy, it's time to. Oh, sorry. We were going to get to Christy News, but we still haven't gotten there. Coming up, we have.
Should have taken an earlier flight.
We have. We have the fake dentist coming up. We have something called a foodie call, as opposed to a booty call. This sounds like one of those dumb.
This has been around.
When
for
did that?
as long as-
When did the word foodie become like for gourmet or? Are you a foodie? Yeah.
Like blog times, like 08, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
probably right.
Chuck Berry would be a duty to continue.
Oh, we have that coming up too.
Certainly. Duty, pisser. One of those.
I might say
right now, if he does go to the AVN Awards, he'll be listening to this show on those fantastic
Raycon Everyday Earbuds. That's right, and they have been upgraded. Maybe you're relaxing on an airplane, listening to your favorite music, or possibly the Bob and Tom podcast. Well, Raycon, their latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life and multi-point connectivity, and Raycon has a quick charge function. I'm not sure how it works, but 10 minutes on the charger gets you 90 minutes of battery. They also come with active noise cancellation, and Raycon start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. And here's your special deal. All you have to do is go to buyraycon.com/Tom and automatically get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. That's 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. When we come back, is your dentist real or fake? We'll find out. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
A Swedish sexual rights group unilaterally proclaimed a new English term for what it considers one of the most misunderstood parts of the female anatomy.
Who's this group? I'm sorry.
A Swedish sexual rights group.
Okay.
They want to change the name of the hymen to the vaginal corona.
The vaginal corona?
corona.
So does that mean it's still
Isn't
there?
that corona?
If there's a lime in it?
corona. Corona, right?
What is
corona?
Isn't that already taken?
Vaginal corona?
No, isn't corona already used in anatomy?
Well, not vaginal corona.
Not
You
vaginally.
can add the names. But vaginal corona.
Who was upset about the word hymen?
The group hoped the new term would displace the traditional Swedish word for hymen, which is too long and too weird for me to pronounce, which translates literally as virginity membrane, and led to misconceptions about female sexuality.
You pronounce that the Von Ortner.
The Vernortner?
The Vernortner.
Actually,
I think it's the plug-in vagin.
The Vernortner. The plug-in vagin.
The plug-in vagin.
Come on. Go with the
See
Corona.
why I sat on this story for 2 hours?
Come
I
on
was a little
now.
worried about
Hyman's classic, like Yankees. You're not going to get rid of that.
But it was.
So this is just the Swedish. They don't want to change the English term. They just want to go. This
No,
is just
it's,
for
well,
the Swedish language. So I
yes,
see.
the Swedish are changing.
Because of the guilt associated with.
So it would be
if
as
it
if
breaks before you actually have sex.
So
yeah, in case you.
What's the
have
loose
Corona
translation?
has burst.
Yeah.
Oh, really? And
What do you mean, the
how
loose
could that?
So I'm confused. So
And
what's
that
the
could
new
always
what's the
happen
new
accidentally.
Swedish word?
Vaginal corona.
But that's English.
I don't know what the Swedish word is.
They're the ones changing it.
I know, but it's hard to pronounce, I guess. Durkin.
Don't the Swedes with Tiger? Don't they have enough trouble right now?
No,
Shouldn't they
yeah.
just be quiet about stuff for a little while?
Yeah, but it's sex over there.
It is, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
They are way ahead of us sexually. I can't
Yeah.
argue with that.
Well, I can't wait to see the commercials.
Yeah.
If you get the Corona, they got the one right now where the limes are being. They're playing
finger flip football.
Finger flip football with limes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
can
also have
imagine
the
if
other
all of a
one
sudden
where
there's a
there's
hymen involved in that.
The guy's skipping rocks, and then he skips his phone.
Do you see the one where the woman and the man are sitting there in the lounge chairs looking out at the ocean, and the girl walks by, and the guy spends a little bit too much time looking at her?
Yeah.
And she
squirts
squeezes the
him.
line. He waits way too long to react. He jumps late.
It's because they're acting.
Yeah, I know. That's a bad job.
And,
He should've
the actor
It's just a
is
bad job.
used to having things squirted in his face.
Yeah, that's true. And the last thing that actor's interested in is a woman walking by in a bikini. That's probably.
That's where the acting
They're all. Yeah.
Let me get that phone call. Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Oh, hi, Donnie.
I think I've solved this puzzle while they're changing Hyma to Coronas.
Yeah?
Well, because everybody knows in fourth grade, English class, you learn about hymens. I mean, certain words are hymenated. Super Bowl, slow pitch, doghouse,
No,
squirt gun.
Donnie, that's hyphen.
Hyphen.
It's all hymenated. Punt, pass, and kick, all of them.
Punt, pass, and kick. Okay, those are hyphens. Okay, we'll find out more about
Vaginal corona.
hymen talk. We'll come back. I'm very confused when we return.
Know it all.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Hey, looking for the link to sync with Bob and Tom VIP? Yeah? It's right there at bobandtom.com.
Coming up soon.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Dancing to our bumper music. There's Willie Griswold.
Nice stuff. Good stuff playing.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. We were talking about those invasive pythons earlier.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah, did you see that photograph of the giant python hanging from the crane in Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, that was really something.
That's been there. Yeah.
It was like as big as a car or something. Yeah.
Really?
Florida officials report 20 tons of invasive Burmese pythons were removed since 2013. The Conservancy of Southwest Florida says 40,000 pounds, roughly the size of a fire truck, have been captured and humanely killed over the past 12 years.
It's snakes out there this big?
The past breeding season alone, a record 6,300 pounds were eliminated. The U.S. Geological Survey estimates tens of thousands of pythons still inhabit the Everglades.
So they're not winning this war.
Oh, man.
No.
85 native species are being consumed by the snakes, raising concerns about long-term ecological damage in that area.
I need to get down there and do this. I say that, and I never remember when it is, and I need to really pay attention.
Imagine walking through the Everglades in boots, waiter boots, with your shotgun, just looking down with a big flashlight taped to the top of it, looking for snakes.
So a big bag.
Yeah.
It's nighttime. You're walking through the Everglades.
That's right.
You would do this.
I would.
Would I? No, I'm just
In fact, I will do this.
Josh, did your dad have a story like that from Vietnam?
Yeah. He had a Boy Scout story and a Vietnam story. He got bitten by a snake when he was in the Boy Scouts, so he hated snakes all his life. And then he said one time they were going through the jungles of Vietnam and they were moving all these vines. And he said slowly but surely the vines became... More and more of the vines were actually snakes. And he said they were gigantic. And he goes, at that size, they don't hiss, they growl. He said they made this crazy noise.
And that doesn't deter you from wanting to go down to Florida? And
No, I don't get bothered by snakes. So I would be more worried about other things.
May I ask
the gators
a question? Why do you hunt python at night? Why wouldn't they...
You can also during the
Oh, you
the
can
day.
do it. I didn't know if they were...
But
Are they a nocturnal species?
They can feed more at night. But there's plenty of people finding them during the day.
They are nocturnal. They party at night is what they do.
Yeah, they come out.
That's right. Moving those snake hips.
Yes.
How many? I think almost every pet has a cliche name. You know, Chihuahuas, Pepe. I assume pythons are all named Monty.
A ton, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What was your snake's name? Or do you have a name?
Alicia
the snake.
Yeah,
was it a lady snake?
I guess sexing a snake isn't easy, but yes. They did say, because I had one guy say it was a male, and then like 3 others at this reptile shop said it was a female. So
you know the hardest thing about sexing a
like
snake?
Starbucks.
Getting its legs.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Is it finally time to get a song from Pat? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. We promised a news story out of Christy Lee.
Some budget-conscious singles are apparently using dating apps now to score free meals.
I love this. I say go for it.
Yeah, I know some people have done this.
Really?
According to the New York Post, the phenomenon has been given a new label, foodie call. This is when a person goes on a date just to get a free meal with no intention of ever contacting the person again.
So every woman? I just assumed every woman did this.
Isn't this called dating?
Yeah.
Are times that hard, I guess? I don't know.
TikTok users have been posting videos of themselves bragging about the budgeting hack. A recent study found up to 1 in 3 women admitted to going on dates just for the free food. Researchers said those who think it's okay to go on dates for a free meal are more likely to show signs of narcissism.
The great comedian Andy Smith had a joke about it. She goes, "Do you ever sleep with an ex-boyfriend because he had air conditioning?"
That's pretty
Fellas,
good.
to avoid that, I think you can go on that one dating service, plenty of anorexics.
Oh, jeez.
And that way.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, don't do plenty of bulimics because they order twice the amount of food.
Oh.
And they have really bad breath on the way home.
It's plenty anorexic.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Do you have a song for that story, Pat?
No.
Okay.
Now, if you play your cards right, though, if you play your cards right with one of these, what do they call them again?
Foodie calls.
Foodies?
Foodie calls. If you play your cards right, aren't you going to buy them dinner and breakfast?
Maybe.
Oh, there you
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't that be the ideal in this situation?
I mean, I'm fine with this. We hang out, you get some mozzarella sticks. I feel less lonely. That's a pretty good trade-off,
Oh,
right?
that's a sweet way to look at it.
I'll get the mozzarella triangles, the fancy one. I don't care. We'll go out. We'll do this thing.
Now, I say every news story we get done and we ask Pat if he has a song for it. Instead of asking Pat what song he has. I think
I like that. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Work backwards.
This will really make him happy, too.
Oh, good.
Czech authorities have arrested a family of 3 accused of running a fake dental practice.
You better check authorities before you wreck authorities. Just remember that.
Well, he said over 2 years, dozens of people visited the clinic the family opened in their home, where they treated patients without any necessary professional knowledge.
That's the first thing. Wow. If your dentist goes, hey, listen, before I can finish putting this crown on, I've got to go take the tuna casserole out of the oven.
The best dentist I ever went to before she moved to practice finally, she was in her house in the back.
Same here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been to doctors that's their house is also attached to the office.
Yeah.
Do you see their stuff though?
No. It was like a separate
separate door.
Separated.
My massage therapist, it's in her house. I go there. Yeah.
I go to my drug dealer's house. So yeah, it's not that weird.
The lady I pay for sex, she
is in her house?
Out of her house.
Yeah. Place?
Yeah.
Say hi to her boyfriend.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, what's going on, buddy? I know him.
She's seeing Steve. I thought she was still going. She's not going with Skeeter anymore?
No, Skeeter's out of the picture.
I bet it was the neck tattoo.
I told her, I said, you don't want anything to do with Skeeter. Steve's a good man.
What do you do if you have a Skeeter on your Peter chin?
You whack it off.
Thank you. I couldn't remember.
Absolutely.
The classics. So I'm sorry. So this is a family of fake dentists.
According to the BBC, police say the 22-year-old man extracted teeth, performed complex root canals, and applied anesthesia after consulting the internet.
See, I blame. This is what YouTube and all the DIY. You can learn how to do anything on the internet.
Well, has anybody complained?
Apparently, these people did.
Yeah, but were they hurt, or was it good dentistry?
The trio made $185,000 before they were detained earlier this month. Doesn't say anybody was hurt. Doesn't have any injuries.
Josh, did you watch your dentist? One hand is in your mouth. The other is he's looking at his phone. Well, let's see now. Oh, that's interesting.
I know this sounds strange, but could you be like a savant at dentistry? Like you just didn't know you were good at it, and then you started, and you're like, oh, this comes very natural.
We had a story earlier, maybe it was last year, of someone that's they'd been doing it for like 20 years and had never gone to dental school, and that they had kind of just picked it up and they finally got caught.
Yeah.
But they had, remember the story? And they'd only had 3 complaints in 20 years.
Remember now that you mentioned it. These people face charges of operating an illegal business, money laundering, attempted assault, drug dealing, and theft.
All kinds
a lot
of things
going on there.
Wow.
It is a pretty good cover, though, because even a good dentist sucks to go to.
Yeah.
Like, how would you know if a dentist is bad, truly?
Well, if they're working out of Motel 6, I would say that'd be one.
I see what you're saying. There's a level of discomfort already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
if your dentist,
you want to go to a professional.
If your dentist takes coupons from Kohl's or Hardee's, there may be something wrong.
What do you got against the Frisco sandwich?
Nothing. I'm just saying.
What
I like a Hardee's, man. That place ain't bad at all.
Right.
I don't think Tom's complaining about Hardee's. I think he's saying
those sandwiches are heavy.
They're so good.
I mean,
they are.
Picking them up are.
Now, I've never had the red burrito that's often attached to a Hardee's.
You gotta try the red burrito.
I haven't tried the red burrito.
In the morning time, getting a breakfast burrito before school. Yeah, the one right down the road. I feel like I'm 17.
I feel like that's what they call a female dog when she's
a red burrito.
In heat. So, it's red burrito time for Moxie. Don't let her near my dog.
Pat, you have a song about dentists?
Yeah,
I do not. Yeah, I actually do, but it doesn't work in this exact.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, you diva. Knock it off.
It is what it is.
You know what? We were so close to the genius, but no.
Do you have a song about those who are just joining us? This is the Bob and Tom Show live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I do. In fact,
Oh, good. Well, go ahead and do that one.
You know what I like?
What do you like?
You know, a story I like. I don't normally like these. Christy doesn't like him either. But there's a song that's attached to the story about where you prefer to evacuate now.
Oh,
you know what
man,
I know.
I stuck that at the bottom of my stack.
You put it right back to the top, Yach.
Oh, really?
Boy, you're going to paint a glass between you two.
You can't scratch me from in here.
You're not sitting next to me, boy.
All of a sudden, you're so brave.
According to health experts, there are two types of poopers in this world. Gastroenterologist Dr. Benjamin Levy confirmed to Self magazine some people are temporal poopers whose urges strike during a specific window, such as first thing in the morning or after dinner.
All right. Oh, so I mean temporal time, not your temple.
No, not coming out of your forehead.
No.
Or onto.
I thought it might be showers or growers.
Okay.
Really? Then there are locational poopers where time may not matter, but they can only relieve themselves in a specific location.
Yeah, on her chest.
Oh, yeah.
Usually at home.
No, there's a big one. There's a big one right now going around that TJ Maxx. As soon as you walk into a TJ Maxx, you got to go.
Yeah.
What?
TJ
I
Maxx.
know.
That's funny.
It is on social media. Libraries.
Yeah, that's the library when there's actually a medical term for that.
Well, there's also we knew somebody as soon as he saw an antique, he had to go. It didn't matter
I
where it
know.
was.
Odd.
Yeah.
Dr. Levy explains some location poopers suffer from poop anxiety or fears about cleanliness.
Tell me about it.
With the stress of physically preventing them from actually going anywhere else.
No, I have preferences, but I can go when I have to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're a normal functioning adult.
But I can also hold it for as long as I need to hold it too.
Tom
and
can't,
vice versa.
apparently.
Yeah.
Now, I don't always have that luxury.
No,
You
I
really
do.
have never had like a legit emergency where you're like, I can't hold it?
No, like in my brain, like we were on a houseboat for 4 days, and I was like, "All right, I'm not going for 4 days."
Oh.
And didn't.
Can every girl do that?
Yeah, probably.
Seemingly, girls do that more than guys, I think.
Yeah.
Have you accidentally
We know he has.
crapped your pants recently?
Oh.
Like within the last 2 years?
No. There was that one main one years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that...
That's the one where I did. I lived in a wooded area. I was able to get out of the car and take a hose and hose down my pants. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But that's the one that caused you to carry aluminum foil with you always?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, boy, we get a song about this. How exciting.
Yeah, of course you do. I was a guy who liked the home advantage, but things have changed in my life, diet-wise. I told Tom off air a couple months ago what changed for me. There's a certain food that just changed the whole game for me.
Oh, all right.
I'm a guy who does his business at home. In and out, I like to be alone. But my doctor changed my diet. Healthier food, I'll try it. He says, eat sweet potatoes. But holy cow, I'm at the drugstore. And my ass says now, sweet potato poop at CVS. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. What? They have a lot of fiber is my guess. What? Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. There's more vegetable and good. They're a root vegetable and good for you, but they make me go number 2. Oh. Anywhere, anytime, what's a boy to do? Sweet potato poop at a gas station loo. I took a sweet potato poop at my church.
Are you happy now?
And poop, sweet potato poop. And those grunts and gases don't sound like burps. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. I'm sorry, sweet Jesus, for that smelling, yeah. But there's cash in the basket and the pews are cleared. I took a sweet potato poop right now in my seat. I'll blame it on Josh's feet. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. Thank you.
He's a tuber pooper.
I'm a
sweet potato poop. Sweet. That's the song of the year.
Oh, no, it's not.
And the nominees are Sweet Potato Poop. I got one. It's Sweet Potato Poop.
Meanwhile, Radiohead is going, what the hell?
There is it's called the Mariko Aoki phenomenon.
Oh, the library thing?
That's when you walk into a bookstore, you immediately need to defecate.
Really interesting. I don't have that.
It's a psychological one, according to the doctor they interviewed for this article. It's tied to feelings of nervous tension in the face of all the information represented on the bookshelves. Oh, that's interesting.
What? Oh, I thought it was just like, hey, I got some reading material. Let's hit this.
So when I was singing my number one hit, you were looking at
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
What is going on around here?
The record of the year, and he's looking up.
I mean, Pat, truly, he did write that for you.
I heard. Of course he did.
Oh, are you guys referring to sweet
Potato poop. Sweet potato poop.
Is that really true? I eat sweet potatoes and then
To me, it's, I swear to God, it's a game changer, and I don't like it.
There's a lot of people that happens.
It just your body says now and wherever you are.
Oh my
What about broccoli? I thought broccoli did
Not
it
for
too-
me.
For you, no?
That just helps clean your colon, I believe.
Yeah, that's what's brewing with the lower intestine.
right.
Well,
If you're in the hospital, they will warm up orange juice and prune juice and give it to you that way.
Oh.
Warmed up, mixed together, and that's usually.
a hot potty, they call it.
If I'm not in the hospital, can I go there and say, can I get one of those to go?
One of those? Yeah.
Can I get one of those, please, guys?
I'll pay for it.
well, what's coming up, Christy Lee?
Well, that's a
I mean,
great question.
besides your resignation.
Tom, Josh calls that a hot potty.
I heard.
Did you not hear that?
We have a drunk guy on a camel. We'll talk about that.
Ooh,
That's got to be fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
How violently would you vomit if you were drunk on a camel?
I think this horse has scoliosis. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Is there a like a cliche name for a camel? The way that you've got Pepe for a Chihuahua.
Yeah, I don't know, like
Joe.
Mo or something. Yeah,
Joe Camel, I guess.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored once again by Java House. Java House, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show. And Java House also, I just had one of these, the Liquid Science Arctic Freeze, the science of hydration in a pod from Java House. They also have, of course, they have tea, lattes, energy drinks, the whole deal, even hot chocolate. Java House, you have one of these little guys here, one of these pods. You don't need a machine to pour them in. You just pour them in a glass. You peel and pour. You take the top off. You've got your coffee right away. And it's delicious, of course. This one is the cold brew Colombian medium roast, amazingly smooth. And we did a little experiment this morning. We took some Java House pods, poured them onto ice cream. A+ result. Delightful. This weekend, I want to try it with the salted caramel because that's my favorite on vanilla ice cream. I've got to give it a shot this weekend. So anyways, the point is break up with your office brewer and find out what the Java House life is all about. JavaHouse.com. Click on the Java House for your office tab and sign up for a free in-office demo. That's JavaHouse.com, the solution for your office break room and for your coffee at home, et cetera, et cetera. And don't forget that extra offer they've got going right now. Use the code Bob and Tom to knock a substantial amount off the fee for getting your Java House sent right to your house. Once again, it's JavaHouse.com for all that information. Coming up, with any luck, we have a drunk on a camel. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Dear Allie, I went on a 1-week cruise with my wife on our honeymoon. I got sick for 2 or 3 days, so my wife was on her own. I found out now 2.5 years later that she hooked up with a guy on the ship. No sex, but they dined together and they made out and had romantic evenings. She said that she stopped it before anything serious happened, and it's my fault for leaving her alone on the cruise during this romantic period. And what else was she supposed to do?
What else was I supposed to do, Josh?
Sickness and health.
I had a honeymoon with someone. I only found out because I happened to glance at her Facebook messages. Should I forgive her?
Yikes. They only made out, I guess, if you can. But what's that Facebook message say? Like, are they still in contact?
No, it sounds like from like past Facebook messages, because I would think it would be a problem if they're still in contact, but I'm not positive.
Well, who believes they didn't have sex? I mean, come on. Wake up and smell the shrimp on the buffet.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Chick's right. Probably if they were going to get that romantic and they had his own cabin.
And she seems a little bit defensive. What else was I supposed to do?
Yeah, that's weird.
That is wild that your husband, it's her husband, it wasn't her boyfriend, it was her husband, was sick.
New husband.
On her honeymoon.
I missed the honeymoon part.
They were on their honeymoon.
Bail, get out.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Done.
if you're asking, then you don't want to forgive her, so just go.
And the guy who she hooked up with, what single male goes on a cruise?
I think lots do.
Really?
Yeah. Pat?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
You don't see a whole lot of that.
You don't? Okay.
Alternative
Well, there
lifestyle
could be
men? Is that
groups
what
of
you're
guys
talking
or
about?
girls.
Yeah,
That's
groups
true,
of guys.
too. On a group vacation, yeah. Well, no, I'd get out. Go.
Ugh,
on a honeymoon, I think that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
But
kind
it
of...
was 2.5 years ago. He just found out about it. But I'm still with you. That's, honey, I don't think our marriage is what I thought it was.
No, you have set the tone.
Yeah.
And she wasn't like, I'm so sorry, it was a mistake. There was a lot of booze, it was romantic, I was missing you and really horny, blah, blah, blah. But instead it was like, well, what do you expect me to do?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So how many other times
Not
did she
be a
cheated?
whore. That's what I expect of you on my
You would expect that.
I know that's weird.
Those are fair.
I want that written in the vows, not be a whore.
Maybe I'm being unreasonable.
All I want is for you not to be a whore. Is that
Those are my vows. Is that romantic enough for you?
Man, sorry that happened to you. That's rough.
Dude.
Gosh.
Also, he got sick. It's not like they got into a fight.
Yeah.
You know, if
Or he's like, I'm going to go play poker.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The man was
Like,
ill.
go do your own thing.
Wait a minute. Why didn't she just stay home with him when he was sick? If it's their honeymoon.
She had to have a honeymoon with somebody, she said.
Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous and stupid.
It sounds like he was on the boat and just sick on the boat.
Yeah.
How do we know that she didn't poison him and get him sick?
Oh,
Because she's
wow.
so
What
out there.
She should have finished the job.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she should say. Do you know what happens on cruise ships? You're lucky you're still alive.
No joke.
Honeymoons
I'd
go
toss
really
you-
badly for a lot
Toss
of
you
people.
overboard in a heartbeat.
Swim with the sharks, bitch.
Oops, she slipped.
Tell them you're on your honeymoon.
Yeah, boy, accidents happen, don't they?
Hey,
Let's go
when you're
watch
up-
The Magician.
When you're up in the Lido deck, it gets slippery.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, douche. Right
A lot
in
of
the
water.
Right in the water.
Let us know what you end up
You hear
having.
somebody calling for help? I don't. Let's go eat.
I don't know where the lifeboat is. Let's go.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Pat?
Yeah.
You told me you have an email you wanted to read?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to sing the email. It's so good.
Oh,
how about this? Here we go. Got an email from Todd. Love your songs, Pat. Love Bob and Tom. I listen every day. You know that Tom Petty song he calls Free Fallin'? Well, I have an idea. You could write a song about a guy who goes commando. Instead of singing Free Fallin', sing this Patty G. The guy's free. Free ballin'. Get it, Pat? Thanks, Todd. I appreciate you writing. I never heard that one before. And if it sounds like sarcasm in my voice, Todd, because of course I've heard that dumb idea before. Hey, Todd, how about a lumberjack singing Tree Fallin', or a salesman and he's cold calling, or a beekeeper, Todd, and he's singing bee pollen? How about we leave Tom Petty's song alone, Todd? You let me write my own stuff. Tom's on my ass all the time. And that's bad enough. Now, wait a minute. I'm free. You know, it's not that bad, Todd. Free ball.
and keep listening, Todd, from up there in Michigan.
A salute to the great Slick Leonard, who helped build this great organization.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Uh-oh.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Yes, Tom. What's going on, buddy?
So we had that story about the tons of snakes that are being pulled out of the Everglades. That
Literally tons of snakes.
They're not supposed to be there. But that photo of the python hanging from the crane is fake.
Oh, how so?
I was going to say that earlier. I thought it was fake.
It looks pretty good. I mean, but what doesn't?
Yeah.
It was fabricated apparently as a promotional stunt. I don't know what it would be promoting.
Oh, okay.
In any event, they still, it's what is very real is the invasive Burmese pythons. This says they get up to 200 pounds and 18 feet, frequently found in the Everglades. Yikes. Okay, and Josh very much wants to go on one of those hunts.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a contact?
No. But I don't think you need one. You just have to sign up.
You just go down there, sign up, and start killing the snakes.
No, I mean, wouldn't you want to have, I'm sure we could find somebody.
You need a guide?
Yeah, a guide that would.
That's when you can sign up.
Help you safely.
There's not an airboat involved in this, is there?
I hope so, because I've always wanted to go.
You better get an airboat going if you're going to do
I
this.
did the airboat tour. Have you done that in the Everglades?
No, that's something I'd love to do.
But I do have to tell you, I was constantly looking up to see if there were snakes up in the trees because you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, they could fall down on your head, but there were a lot of alligators. Tons.
That's the thing. I don't want to accidentally step on an alligator head.
Yeah.
And then,
it doesn't matter. You can step in their tail and still get eaten.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're not going to be very happy.
A lot of baby ones. They were cute.
I'll bring them.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
That's the voice of Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Pat?
Yes, sir.
I saw you rehearsing in there. What are you doing in there? You got another song for us?
I have many songs. You know that. Where are you going? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I was just telling Pat, sweet potato poop and Coke in the boat. Those.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. You guys, it's
Boy,
on
we have,
big time hit.
And I was not aware of the connection between eating sweet potatoes
Me either.
and a lack of constipation, if you will.
You know, I'm not even joking, but it's I always know when I'm going to go, and you can control where you're going to go, and I always go at home. But when it's sweet potatoes have changed everything, and all joking aside,
how about that?
I have been places and gone, whoa!
How about that?
And I had to apologize.
So I'll call Kelly, but that's probably another reason you're not going to get invited to my next Thanksgiving because we have sweet potato casserole that I get from my friends down the street here, and as you know, you came for that one fateful Thanksgiving and haven't been invited back
or something. But I have an avocado one day, the next day the sweet potatoes, and then Josh gave me a big bag of sweet potatoes because he was going on his fishing trip. So I had one of the larger ones, and sure enough, on Sunday I had an incident.
And what do you say to yourself right before you? Like, whoa, what is it?
I go, whoa. And then
yeah, that's what I thought.
And then I apologize to the owner of the CVS.
You know, I know you don't like being in that room, but boy, that lighting is stellar on you.
You look great.
Yeah, you really do.
Very, very handsome.
Yes.
We should take a picture.
Wait, put your arms to your side and hold still. I'm imagining you in your casket. Yeah, that's the way to light it.
Oh, gosh, man.
How are we going to
very
light his casket?
Your best friend.
I can't afford a casket. I'm going right to the fire.
Well, that'll be handy because I'm thinking a hog roast, right?
Yeah, but if you're gonna burn the shroud, it's still $75. Now,
Well, you think a cremation place will, if you wanted to be cremated, and I want an apple in my mouth when you do it?
I think whatever you write down, they have to
I mean,
do.
my dad was cremated with his hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
Really?
He was wearing nothing else, right?
That's right, just his hat.
Yeah.
Is that true? Just the hat?
No, I don't know if that's true, but because I wanted the hat, my dad's girlfriend goes, "Oh no, he took that one."
I want an asbestos suit and helmet.
And of course, when his dad's girlfriend said that, you said, "You're not my real mom, bitch."
Right? They cause problems.
I think she lied to you and kept the hat, do you?
I think the only time she lied to us was when we asked, "Did you kill him?"
No. Now, is any of this going to come up the next time you see a therapist? Is this going to be?
No.
I can't believe I was laughing about this.
Oh, no.
You may not want this on the air, but didn't he flash someone on his way out, like your brother? Didn't your?
No. What happened?
What?
He didn't flash him, but
this is an uncomfortable story. What are you doing, Pat?
Yeah, we don't talk. We won't talk about it.
Well, I can tell. My dad always told my youngest brother Joe. He said they were talking about when my dad died. This was years ago, and my dad said, "All I know is I am going to scare you. I'm going to make sure I give you one last scare." And my brother Joe, when my dad died, my brother Jeff called everybody and said, "Hey, you know." And so my brother Joe went over to my dad's place, and as he opened the door to walk in, the not paramedics, but they were turning my dad over to put him in a bed. Joe said his eyes were open and and he said that was the first thing he saw was just an insane
and almost
and he goes, "Well, you got me, Dad. You always said you were going to do that."
Yes.
We miss your dad.
Wow. A great American, Vietnam combat veteran, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
and you got a banjo out of it, so that's
you did.
Yeah. How you doing with that banjo?
Apparently,
does it leak?
Leak.
You mean lose air while you're playing it? What are you talking
That's
about?
an old joke about playing the violin. How's your violin playing? It leaks.
I had it looked at to have it tuned and stuff, and apparently something's warped and it's not completely playable.
Oh, man.
So I do need to get a new banjo, but I'll always have that one.
Oh, yeah,
Why don't
save
you
that
put it
one.
in a shadow box and make it like a piece
maybe
of
I'll
art.
do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, banjos are heavy.
Wow.
Oh, you need
That ain't heavy. That's my banjo.
You need to put that, into a stud, I would think, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Not even
Use
a
a
molly.
molly.
Oh, you don't want to use a molly.
No, it won't work.
What's the old joke? The best sound a banjo makes is when the mandolin hits it when you throw it in the dumpster. Something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Music critic, huh?
Do we have time for one more song, Pat? Or does this your next number, does it
with a story or
somehow get connected to a news story?
Well, it depends on what Christy's going to talk about.
Well, you tell me and I'll talk
Why
about
we keep
it.
talking about this
God
drunk guy on a
bless.
camel? I don't know why we're not.
Yeah, what about the drunk guy on the camel?
A drunk guy on a camel caused chaos on a major highway in Hyderabad, India.
Do they have highways in India?
Yes.
I thought it was mostly paths.
Oh, Jesus.
What's the name of it? Hyderabad?
A billion people.
Hyderabad. A commuter captured footage of the unusual scene on the...
They have commuters in India?
Oh, Jesus.
There's an Indian restaurant right by my house called Hyderabad.
Yeah, there is.
There really is. Yeah. It's delicious.
What does that mean
That's
in
a good
Indian?
one. It's the name of the place.
Like to go?
I think it means ptomaine.
Oh, is that the one across from the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Do you eat there a lot?
I have eaten.
I do too.
Pretty good. I need a new Indian place. I got to go check it out.
The best.
All right.
The footage shows the inebriated man flopping atop the animal as it trots between cars on the expressway.
Oh.
According
Get
to
him,
India
horsey.
Express, the cameraman,
Was it his camel?
Ikram Ullah Shah, followed the animal in his car, warned nearby drivers, and threw water at the unconscious rider.
I think he just turned me into a mouse later.
Eventually, he and the other onlooker managed to slow the camel down and tie it to a nearby street light. And apparently, the observers commented on Mr. Shah's bravery and the fact that he prevented many accidents by getting this drunk guy off his camel.
So it wasn't this guy's camel, though.
I don't know whose camel it was. Doesn't say.
Yeah, you're really stuck on that, aren't you?
It doesn't say who.
I think it was a camel jacking. Now, by the way, that can have two meanings.
What?
Better. Yeah. It better.
Oh, didn't Kennedy pay a visit to India when he was president?
Yeah, but there was a Jackie was a equestrian, and Jack Kennedy helped.
No, Jackie helped Jack
off a horse,
off a camel is what I was thinking. Because we're talking about camel.
That's right. That's right. The president was riding a camel with Nehru, and Jackie helped him jack off a camel.
Jackie,
sweet potato poop. It's a sweet potato poop. It's a sweet potato poop.
Coke in the boat.
Now, what's Bill? If the Pacers win and Willie wins the $10,000, what's he going to buy all of us?
I have to pay rent. That's all it is.
Okay,
Ice cream.
Nice. That's very good.
Ice cream.
But these are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Thanks for your indulgence. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for
Jess.